is.
I guess no, it'd be
By the way, guys, it was Nathan's birthday yesterday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Happy birthday yesterday.
Yes, I saw that. Happy birthday.
Wow,
Ya queremos busted.
Yeah. Wow, Nathan, we're both spending our birthdays on a stream.
Busted.
Well, I guess yesterday though, but yeah.
Aunque
Oh, it's your birthday
sea
No, it was my birthday on
Yesterday.
the one shot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was your.
Pero
It was the day after
queremos
mine on that
busted.
one shot.
My birthday was like a day after.
We had a lot of May birthdays,
Yeah.
don't we?
Yeah.
Okay, thunderclap and counterspell.
Guys, I made a hat.
Counterclap.
So we don't have our buttons, so we won't do the viewer inspiration because that's only through Mixer.
Right.
So I don't want to
Did,
do that.
did we move to a different?
We
We're
are
doing
doing
two
Mixer
streams.
and Twitch.
Oh,
Thanks to a program called Restream.io.
okay.
And so we are streaming to both for a while, just
See
to
how
see
it does.
if we get more people through Twitch or if we get more people through Mixer.
So is it Mitch or Twitchster? I'm trying to figure out what that combo
I can get it
is.
to you, Matt.
Twitch just sounds fun.
Though, considering it's Mixer and there's no T there, wouldn't it just be Twitcher?
Twister.
Twister. Twixer.
Twixter?
Twixer.
Twixer?
Yeah.
This is always the
You
hardest
Twixter,
part
yeah.
because this character
And in
actually
case-
uses almost every single dice.
Mitch or Twixer?
And then if you bless, and I use the D4s.
And the thing about it is nice
Sounds like you
is
should
it has
Since you're up.
a
Is
chat
that
bot.
your bear?
Yeah, that's my bear. In case I ever need
So
to.
Restream has a
change
chat bot.
I finished
So anybody
it.
who's chatting with Twitch
Nice.
chat, it will automatically resend that
Okay, good
chat
job.
She
to
looks awesome, dude.
the Mixer chat.
And she was finished
vice
that
versa.
Wednesday.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow, that was close.
I need to get you one.
No, I need to get myself one. I have the money, I'm just lazy.
I think I've got
Yeah,
a.
same.
I actually have an elf
I don't
fighter,
got one.
and if I just paint it with some blue skin, you gotta.
Unfortunately, it's
Yeah.
really hard to find anything that even looks remotely
There's
like a
some really cool
conquistador.
elf fighter models
Like,
that-
I can
that
find
is-
you
something
put
for
it
me,
out.
Yeah.
Like a generic
If you look in
elf.
you look in some like war games, you might be able to find one.
Yeet.
Looking for what?
We could
Conquistador-looking
also
model.
custom
You're able to
we could
try.
also custom one off of Hero
You
Forge.
could.
Alright, you
You
go.
could.
Yeah.
Except they don't have most of
They
the,
do.
believe in
They've
you.
got it.
the components for that, I
You
don't think.
shouldn't.
They do.
Okay.
Just
I've seen the Conquistador
To
helmet
be
and
fair, I
stuff.
believe in a lot of lost causes.
I'm ready.
If you just get the
Sparkly.
file from Hero Forge, it's like $10.
I mean that is an insult.
Say what?
It's like
Yeah, if you just take
I said I
the
believe in a lot
if you
of
just take
lost
if you just take the 3D model of it, he can print it at BYU.
yeah, it's,
Or
I
I can print
got
it.
mine
You
out,
can
right?
print, yeah,
Yeah. it costs like a quarter.
yeah. But it's only like $10 to take the 3D model instead of having
I
them
think
do
there's
everything
some kind
for
of
you.
sale going on right now for like $8 instead.
Nice. That'd be sweet.
As I surreptitiously pull up Hero Forge.
By the way, I took that orc model. He's got a big old axe, right? I was able to chop it and turn it into a shovel.
Yeah.
It now, I have, because he has like skins with a bunch of fur, he really could be like a fur bulk that's like really tightly trimmed, but except for those places where he's hairy, because he has like, the fur boots don't look like fur boots, it's just like, looks like fur wrapped around his leg, and then he's barefoot. So like, all those things would work really well. I could make him into Mycin. But I was really proud of the fact that I chopped up a battle axe and turned it into a shovel, and it looks really bad. An actual battle shovel.
It would be the second stream I've seen someone actually be a shovel knight.
He's a shovel cleric.
Even
Oh,
better.
Grave Domain. Nice.
Grave domain, yeah. Grave cleric with a shovel for a
Yeah,
weapon.
the thunder damage on Thunderstep is insane. It's 3d10.
Wow, that's stupid.
Is that a
Powerful.
level 3 spell?
Yeah, level 3 spells are like where it's at.
Dang, that's 1d10 better than inflict wound, which is 2d10s at first level.
Well, yes, but it's also
Everybody ready?
It's everyone-
Are we ready, guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Fair enough.
And I can take another person with me.
And instantaneous. So you turned into rating.
There it goes. And that burp that just slowly
Sitting there, like-
makes its way up, and it's just like, any minute now.
So are we live now?
Going live in 3, 2.
Welcome back to Forgotten World Adventures. Those who are following us on Mixer, today we are doing some stuff special. We are actually also on Twitch, so those who are out there looking for D&D stuff, who happen to stumble across us, thank you for joining us.
It's the same. It's either mixer.com/Studio Nathan or twitch.tv/Studio Nathan.
Right.
So easy to find.
So if you guys on Mixer prefer your Twitch accounts, you can find us there as well. Let's see. Last week. Oh, sorry. To those on Twitch. My name is Matthew Hemby. This is Forgotten Old Adventures. We're being a whole bunch of my nerdy friends get together and we do D&D. We've been playing now for about 5 months, so those joining on Twitch for the first time, it's a little deep into story. I'll give a super brief recap. We, these guys all met at a large city, one of the the major capital called Isglid. They all end up joining a guild that got them hired on to do a job with this old blacksmith, Tejungi, or dwarf. He has hired them to help him find these ancient forges and relight them so that he can make a great weapon for King of Isglid, because he believes that it will help to maintain peace in the world. So that is the major story that they've been doing. As they've made their journeys, they have eventually found their way now to the Fire Forge. They were able to get it ignited, and they have spent the last week in here. We just did that as a time skip kind of from one week to the next. They have spent the last week in here working, getting everything hot enough. So I am now going to start in. You guys were able to level up to level 5 at this point. And we will start the story. So, as stated, you guys have been here for a week. There's a lot of little things that you found in this forge. While Credence has been spending tireless day and night, tirelessly working at the actual, not the forge itself, but just to get it hot enough to work the Star Mithril. He's been stoking the flames for 5 days and building the heat in this place. It's pretty intense heat for most of you. You've stayed far away from where he's actually working. He finally got it going, and for the last 2 days has been working the same bar of Star Mithril for basically 2 days straight. The guy is getting a little bit loopy because he has maybe slept 3 hours in that time.
Well, turns out Star Mithril is a base of mercury, so him
He's getting a touch loopy with the whole thing, but he is working hard. You can see the focus. This man has spent his whole life waiting for this moment, and has been working well at it. Here he has been drawing out the actual blade itself. You guys have finally reached the 7th day, and you hear him, as you guys have been in other rooms, like I said, because of the intense heat. You hear him cheering, just, "Oh, it's finally done! It's done! Ah, it is beautiful!" And
It only took me 7 days, but I've created a new universe!
No.
And there's my one blasphemy.
now, before you guys go running off to go see what's going on here, I will let you know. Ferial,
Yes.
I need you really quickly to make me 3 investigation checks.
Alright.
I need Shalia to also make me 3 investigation checks, and you to make me 3 investigation checks. And I need you to make me 1.
Okay.
So I've got a 12, a 17, and a 15.
12, 17, 15.
That one's cocked.
25.
What the freak, dude?
I got a 19 this time.
Wow! So much.
Perception.
Awesome.
Perception.
Investigation.
Oh, investigation.
Investigation. That's better for me. Now I gotta have my
It's
phone.
perception. It's perception.
Come on, Kenzie. Space math.
Yeah,
Remember
until
when
you're
you were
right
here,
at
I
roll
make
18
jokes
or something.
occasionally.
That's really all he brings to the table.
Ooh.
I got 23,
It's true, but oh.
an 18, and an 8.
18, 18, and 8.
23,
23, 18, and 8. Oh my
I got,
goodness gracious.
18, 16, and a 14.
18, 16, and 14. Okay, guys. All right. So, you were able to find an old spell book. It is not written in it is not written in because you don't know ancient Taijungi.
No.
It is an old Taijungi book, but as you have worked with Credence, who has had to take some sort of break for water and things, you've like asked him lines here and there, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that means this," and you know he's been going off and helping you to understand the basics. As far as the models that are drawn in there, they're obviously followable. They're not in the language, so you've been able to come up with a few extra spells. That's going to be where you got the spells that you picked for your new level up.
Okay.
So they are in that book, and there will be some other things.
Okay.
But those are not the remaining only spells that exist.
Okay.
There's some
Honestly,
good
for a
stuff in
second,
there.
I thought you were about to say he found the dagger.
Yeah, no. For the two of you,
Yeah, your dagger.
you have found a few neat things as far as this forge goes. It's older than the twisting, right? This is really ancient stuff. So you're talking things before the Agamoth were twisted into the Agamoth, but they were still the Enlightened, right? There's actually a book in there, a small book that has some philosophies written from the Enlightened before everything went down.
Look, they weren't always murder totals.
Oh man.
No, that's always been there.
Rule 1, murder. Second rule, be a hobo.
No, these philosophies actually
We prefer the term nomad.
they speak a lot of the willingness to kind of let go of self, letting go of your judgments to kind of accept things as they are, so that you can finally come to the real truth. Those kinds of things, like very, and you can kind of look at it as like very, like from our world, a bit Buddhist, like kind of getting rid of misconceptions so that you can understand, taking in good and bad, Taoist and Buddhist type stuff, a little bit more Asian type religion, but yeah, it kind of along those lines, which is really cool given the fact that today their beliefs are they're on that level, but the thing is that they believe that the next steps are still in releasing the things they want to release and getting a hold of those powers. So they're very different in that fashion. They're very zealous rather than more accepting and understanding. You, my friend, along those books in the small library that you guys have dug around in, there is also a small record. It's in a very large book, but there is a small section in that book that has a record of creatures that entered this world a very long time ago and have buried themselves deep in the earth and avoided the banishment to Darkvale. Creatures of madness. Ones that mortals
Don't
truly cannot
recognize
face.
Any names or anything, any descriptions?
You have all the little pin feathers pricking at you. Yeah, this feels real familiar to what you've already dealt with.
You might even say you've got goosebumps.
Ah!
Do you want a dagger?
Look, I would like some fried chicken if we're asking for orders here.
I'm gonna give you a dagger.
By the way, just really quickly for our Twitch people, going down around here, you guys want to just really fast give a name, what your race and your class is really fast, because those people who, if they are there, I'd like to just introduce you really fast, just so they know what's going on, because that joke makes no sense to them.
So I'm Fariel the Watcher. I am an Eladrin. Yeah.
Fairy elf.
Yeah, I basically, quick synopsis of the backstory. He's been around 500 years. He watches things and he keeps track of secrets. And he's the only member in the party that's not actually contracted to Credence.
Yeah.
That's a key point.
Picked up a string.
No, he's the second one who's not contracted to Credence. There's
Really?
one who went here willingly.
Oh, right, Bjorn. I forgot about Bjorn. But
Okay.
I am Fernando Enriquez or Lobo Chavez or just Fernando. I am a human fighter, and basically I want to be the best swordsman in the world. I also speak normal English, just so you guys know. So he's based off of like a Spanish conquistador for style, so I try to keep the Spanish accent when I can, or just speak straight Spanish sometimes. So for all y'all out there who do speak Spanish for real, I apologize for my language sometimes.
Oh.
A little bit. I don't know how bad it actually is. I learned in Mexico, and some words are fine in some places, in other places they're not. That's
Just how it is.
yeah.
I'm Mackenzie. I play Shalia. I am a drow, or in this world it's known as a Yagamoth.
Hi, I am Nathan. I play Ki, the Kenku.
Verb.
I am the only bird.
And I hate being insulted. Just ask.
Yeah.
That would not be.
Stab me in the back. What can I say?
Twice. I think.
Well deserved.
When was the second time?
Well, my name is David.
He said the other. Never mind.
I am playing Bjorn, the Furbolg Druid Barbarian.
He truly is a barbarian.
Yes.
Barbarian.
All right.
Sorry. I am.
Get distracted.
I'm playing Kalamir Helia, the High Elf Wizard. He is a blade singer. So.
Hi, my name is Josh. My race is human, and my class is eye candy.
I'm throwing things at you now.
And strip.
Stream done.
are we live? Can we edit that out?
So I play Nero Glaucus. I am a fighter sea elf.
Cool.
Okay. I'm Mittens. I'm a tabaxi, obviously, with the name Mittens. And I'm a grave cleric.
Your mom must have really hated you.
Who said she had a mom? She's a street urchin.
Don't know my mom.
It's a story.
Real name is Elena.
Yeah, my real name is Elena.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure most, other than.
And I don't have a New York accent.
But it would be
Keep
awesome if she
interrupting
did.
him every time he tries to talk.
That should just be what we do the entire night.
Oh gosh, go no. All right, guys.
What's the best bench
So
for
going back. You rolled me some kind of standard stuff. There's not a lot of
12, 15, and 17.
yeah, not super amazing, but not bad. These guys kind of got a hold of some things before you did, and you weren't able to dig in. But
I mean, considering I'm
you
sort of
have
keeping my distance.
you have the ability to also do other things. So
Mhm.
yes, being where you're at, it is a little bit unnerving, given the fact that you're not a really big fan of all the iron and steel. But one, he is working Star Mithril, so it is a little bit different.
It's a little bit better, but it is a forge.
Yeah, being in the forge is a little unnerving in and of itself.
And he doesn't like metal, and I'm a sea elf who's currently underground in a freaking hot forge.
Yeah, you are.
Right now.
Should I get you a spray bottle?
You need some moisturizer bad.
Whoa, hold on.
Moist me.
Moisturize me.
No, we're not saying that again. Like ever.
Wait, don't use the spray bottle. Mins might take it as an act of war.
Bad kitty!
All right. So, you do find a couple of things. Most of it is just like some records that are dealing with the actual forge. You can see people who have been. There are some names in there that are historical, that have some meaning to you.
Okay.
One of the names that is here actually stands out heavily.
Okay.
Yeah, because you know
The name
that.
is Brick, and those are heavy.
No. The name is Tatiana.
That's one of the.
Sorry, Titania.
Okay, yes.
okay.
That definitely is one of them.
Sorry, guys.
Pronunciation.
It was just written with
She's in charge of the Light Fae, correct?
Yes, she is.
And is this still the point where she's stuck in a different realm, or is she actually still here?
She is still here.
Yeah, this is before the world was sealed.
Oh, right.
Yeah, there's a lot of history here, guys. Stuff that's not in D&D.
We may
So
mention this is a totally homebrew world, and we may mention things from the future because of the previous campaign.
yeah, we played in the previous campaign, and I have now thrown it way back in time to play some different places and
We may
different
mention
things.
some things that aren't in this world at this time,
Yeah.
but it's homebrew.
Yeah. So again, with that said, don't worry about the numbers. Don't worry about some of those things. They may not always add up because I kind of try to make it more enjoyable, not just straight to the book. And Josh shakes his head.
I wonder why. Hold on, I gotta check my card real fast. It's 600 and how many hours?
Oh, give me a break. You're doing okay.
Sure, we'll go with that.
As a really powerful weapon.
All right.
to get
So
there.
does it mention what Titanium made here?
It does not. It just says that she was here. It's more of like a sign-in log type thing.
That seems
Um,
odd, though.
Yeah, why would the Queen
any
of the
Fae
Fae be here?
be here willingly?
Yeah.
I mean, there's me, but I'm known to be a little weird.
On a sign out log. Maybe she never left.
And now we know why the forge is magic.
By that, I just mean he's more likely to mess with the mortal peoples in general than
Yeah, Oberon would be far more likely.
yeah.
Yeah.
Powered by Groudon.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
All right. Well, that's interesting.
Yes. So that's your big piece of information that you got there. Other stuff is just pretty standard. You see like orders and shipments and things that have come in, but it was mostly like just to maintain small things that you can tell.
Okay.
Let's see.
Wait, they were using this forge for maintenance?
No.
Oh.
To maintain the forge.
Oh, to maintain the forge. Got it.
Right.
I was like, someone's taking their hoe over here to get it fixed? Like,
We need to repair some wagon wheels.
yeah.
No.
Like, how many barrels were they making a week?
No, not that. For actual maintenance of the forge.
Okay.
Okay, so those are the things you guys have gotten. Other than that, you have spent a lot of time down in a hole that you'd love to be out of at this point. You're getting a little stir crazy. Hearing his cheers over the blade is a very welcome sound. You see that as you guys come in, if you do come in, that's your choice.
Yeah.
You
I
can
go
see
out.
him. I leave. I just walk out of the forge happily. You watch him. He's just like, look! It's just beautiful! He's got the blade in hand. He's only, like, recently quenched the thing. It's still probably really hot. He just has hold of it. Just do. No big deal to him right now.
He's like,
It's great! What you see, other than him being a little bit crazy, is the blade is gorgeous, and it's etched with all sorts of runes up about halfway up the blade. He hasn't set it in anything yet. It is just purely the blade itself. But he is very, very, very excited.
Short sword, long sword, rapier.
It is a great sword. It's a two-handed weapon.
excuse me.
You could throw it technically with your abilities.
Can you
So we're just gonna pull a Stardust?
It's like as tall as he is.
It's probably taller than me.
It is taller than you because you stand what 2 to 3?
4.5 feet.
Oh no, it's not taller than you.
Yeah, I'm a Kenku. I'm
Yeah,
I'm not a.
You're not super teeny.
I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, it's as tall as you. It's about as tall as you are.
Isn't the great sword blade usually around 5 feet?
So they anywhere between like 50 to 60 inches. So
Okay.
50 inches is only a little bit taller than 4 feet.
Okay.
Depends on the
Yeah, 4.5.
weapon. So anyway,
I mean, I knew you were shorter than Credence, so.
yeah, you were just barely shorter than Credence, though. Yeah. So, what are you guys gonna do as you walk in? Mittens, the soft paws, soft.
Okay, can that be your nickname now? This is Mittens, the soft paws.
Oh no, she already has a kitty
I
soft
already
paws.
have kitty soft paws, yeah.
That'll just make things way too confusing.
For her. All right.
Like that's like
I throw it to you guys.
That was like Mittens, soft paws.
Before I
and
go
whatever
to the
his
blade, I'm going to hide so no one else can see me and write in my book.
name.
Okay.
And here we go again.
We're all
What are you writing?
Can I see if I notice her?
Yes!
The table is that big.
I know!
You got it.
It's paper!
Just don't want to knock cameras over. That's all.
I got the cameras, hopefully, in a good.
Yeah, I'm just more worried about like punching, like knocking the table, like
So-
knock a camera.
I'm still suspicious of her, and I'm usually keeping an eye on her. Can I see if I notice her slip away?
Roll your stealth against this perception.
So, dude, you're failing.
Hey,
Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
I got a 26.
Oh, 23.
Yes!
Wow.
Right before the fall.
You definitely recognize where she has like snuck off to,
All right.
whether you let her do her thing or not. You do know that she's walked off.
Well, I would follow and see what she's doing.
Okay.
Opposed.
I'll try to be stealthy then.
Yeah. Now you have to roll your
Now
stealth
I-
against her perception.
Please.
Oh, that's 2 nat 20s in a roll. That's 24.
Welcome to
Oh, my
welcome to
goodness.
Spy World.
It was on
Okay.
an 18 and then tipped to a 5.
Yeah.
You outsnuck the rogue.
It's not too huge of a thing for a bard, but
It is right now. Whenever that book is involved, it's a big deal.
all right. So you snuck on her, and are you trying to proceed, like look over her shoulder, basically?
I'm basically trying to see what she's doing.
Okay.
And so if I can find a point where I can still be hidden and I can read what's on the page, that'd be ideal, but I mean, I can understand how that would not be feasible.
It'd be pretty difficult if she's got herself edged up against a corner or something,
Yeah.
like trying to hide. You definitely can tell that she is writing in a book.
Yeah.
You've dealt with that kind of stuff before when you've kind of seen her doing things.
Mm-hmm.
So you know she's, again, feeding information to somebody or something. She's feeding some information, whatever that information might be, whether it's what you guys are doing or it's something personal or whatever.
Okay,
It
I'm
could
gonna
be
cast.
any number of
I'm gonna
things.
cast Detect Thoughts.
Yes!
Okay, so detect thoughts. You can only get the surface thoughts.
I know,
If
but
you
if she's
dig deeper,
writing,
then she'll know.
I know, but if
Yes.
she's writing,
If
I'll
she's
figure
writing,
what
she will be
she's-
getting it. Yes.
Yeah.
So, I'm not going to give you. I'm not going to give the. I was starting to write an answer to her, but I won't yet. You can read what she has what she has written.
It's like we're playing a game of werewolf.
Kind of.
Except for we're not. This side of the
Hey,
table
can I
is not
just
playing.
say the one word you've written? That penmanship is immaculate.
Oh, right. Whatever.
So while that's going on, I'm gonna run in and congratulate Credence.
Okay, you run in and congratulate Credence. He's like, yes, he's so wonderful.
I'm just waiting for him just to go asleep.
So,
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not going to be too long.
so felicitaciones, jefe.
It is the greatest work, maybe, that I've ever done. This is wonderful.
Nero's gonna walk up to him also, just kind of like, good Credence.
Yes.
No, I'm literally just walking up to Credence. Because at this point,
Yes.
I'm just waiting for him to collapse. Literally, I'm just like, I'm honestly just waiting for you to collapse.
Well, I think adrenaline will carry me for a little while longer.
I'll try that.
Just on the forge as a bed. Just
Could you guys help me move him somewhere better? He needs. Let's not leave him on the stone floor.
I'm gonna use that distraction to sneak away.
Sneak where? You were
I'm gonna go just to one of the buildings just so I'm out of sight.
okay, just into one of the rooms out. You're probably there unless you ran in to see what was going on at the time.
To be fair, if you didn't go into the room, you're already alone.
Probably.
Like,
I
there's
just
no
don't want to
point.
be seen.
Okay, so you're off alone. I'm not going to worry
I'll
if
let
most
Robo
people
you're
are
gonna
too
watch.
concerned.
I don't notice him because I'm focused on you. Besides, we already know he's trying to summon Cthulhu. I don't know who you're selling us out to.
The demon you know.
It's a party of joy.
We already know he's selling us out to Cthulhu.
When Phoenix collapses, I'll pick him up and bring him somewhere to us.
Oh, yeah, like, that's specifically why I was there also.
All right, so you guys work together and pick up the lump of muscle and carry him over.
Is he really muscle now, or is he just kind of like dead weight because he's so tired?
He's dead weight because of the amount of
I would
muscle he
say-
has.
If you've ever, like, you know how it feels after you've worked out for a long time, you just feel, like, swollen. Yeah, that guy has been doing this for days. That poor man has got to be in so much pain.
No water weight. He's literally just muscle.
He is just muscle.
He sweated it all out.
You even work out, bro.
Do you even work out?
Yeah, he somehow
So
keeps
Key's
sticking
gonna-
right there.
You would too if you were short as I was. No, so yeah. Yeah, you guys get him into a room, lay him down, set him to rest.
That's Mitten's job.
The blade will not leave that man's hand.
Because it's been melted on.
It's seared to his skin. No. Being a member of the Hidden Flame, this heat hasn't actually like bothered him. The reason that he's perspired has been from work, not from heat.
Right.
But-
I think we're not leaving for another week.
Oh no, he'll be okay.
I have a terrible, terrible idea.
Oh no.
Nice job, mustache on his face.
No.
As many wizards do.
As all of Tay's wizards ever do.
And suddenly, this is how the owlbear was created.
Okay.
Drunk science.
Oh.
I'm gonna bond to the sword.
Oh, you son of a...
To what? To that sword?
Yes.
he's trying to bond to the star.
You can attempt to. Roll me an Arcana check.
Kinda, it's okay.
You're never going to be able to write her back. It's never happening.
I will. Don't worry.
You caught her when she was sleeping.
I caught her when she was sleeping.
24.
All right.
It's like waking
You
up
feel
from
currently that the sword is not even prepared to be bonded to.
It's almost like it's not a finished sword.
What?
Steve, what's your definition of a sword? Can I, like, with his ability, can I tune to, like, a wooden sword?
Like it's
Or does it have to be, like, a physical
it's
weapon of death?
any weapon.
It seems to also be warded highly.
Okay.
The runes that are scrawled across that blade, there's no just simple bonding to this weapon. You know that there's a lot deeper process to becoming one with this blade.
Yeah.
Really hoping I could bond to it in case it ever got stolen.
Credence's inner monologue. I'm with a party of casters, half of whom are untrustworthy. I'm not gonna make it so people can bond to this.
But just it's not something you couldn't bond to. It's just something that right now is one, protected against, and two, has a lot deeper. You can tell there's a lot more going on in this blade than just a simple I'm gonna bond to it. Like you, because I know you're talking about like your blade song bonding, like where you can just summon the sword to hand.
Yep.
Yeah, like this thing basically does not want you to touch.
Okay.
And you can feel that to it.
Good luck breaking that encryption.
Yeah, you're
We're
talking.
sorry, Terry, this item has admin privileges.
Yeah, it really does.
I thought it'd be really cool because I can totally see a weapon like this getting stolen
Oh yeah.
and just be like, nope.
Oh yeah.
What
are you looking at?
I'm sorry, there was a weird thing, like I heard the word stolen, and immediately my eyes just tracked towards it.
Especially when,
Please!
just real quick for audience. Thief, smuggler. Oh, he's already stolen multiple swords.
See, I'm just
You
imagining.
gave me a couple of, wow. Alright, fair enough.
Now I'm just imagining a sentient sword that belongs to a blade singer or something that can summon the blade to them, and it's just like, I ain't your servant. I don't want to be pulled whenever you want me to.
Anyone ever
It's
seen-
just got an attitude every
I
time
ain't gonna do your dishes and clean up your messes. Oh yeah.
Anyone seen Soul Eater?
Yes.
Excalibur.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
Do it.
That would be a quest to try and destroy that sword.
No, guys. This is a whole different sword.
Yes. So I'm all by myself.
Yes, you are. I wanted to know what you were working on.
Oh my gosh.
Tell
I'm
me.
gonna have that tome where I found that little article I read.
10 easy ways to lose
Okay.
fat.
I'm gonna take out my little book that I've been writing all my stuff in, copying my runes in. I'm gonna spend a good minute staring at it, and then I'm gonna fetch the key that I've hidden,
It begins to stare back.
and I'm gonna touch it to the book and turn it like a lock.
Okay.
Are you now a fairy tale character? Like,
Okay.
Fairy tale character within a fairy tale.
Quick, what's your best eldritch like chanting for summoning? I just want to hear it.
Well, I haven't heard any yet, so.
Okay.
Well,
Taking a story.
also, don't the runes you got, 'cause I assume those runes you got from him, right?
Well, they've just been runes I've collected because I've also collected the runes from that one trap room and just it's not. I'm not using I'm not creating a summoning circle. I have the book that I've been copying all these things into,
And he's just trying crap out.
and then just
Yep.
Look,
But you really should move on to that sword now. Huh?
So, you do this.
Maybe my note doesn't matter anymore.
Does everyone want to leave the room and have me tell him what's going on, or do you,
I mean, we
do you
can.
care?
I can do
Can
that.
you play meta? Can you play meta or no?
No.
Like,
Probably
Okay.
not that.
Well,
much.
Josh can.
walk away.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I
can play pretty meta, but even I don't trust myself sometimes.
Okay,
You can
walk
slide it
away.
that way, and then close it next way.
But when you walk away.
Oh, fridge got left open.
Wow.
Oh,
Whoops.
shame on
Oh, that's probably my
Shame
fault.
on
I'm
someone.
sorry.
Alright, go out and fix it.
That's okay.
No, you need to come here.
I know,
You
I'm
need to stay.
putting
Oh, okay.
I want privacy, okay?
I get it.
Also, I don't know when the people upstairs are gonna walk by.
Right.
All right. So
Okay. I need you first to make me a wisdom saving throw.
it's an 18.
Okay, that's good. You do this, and immediately, just like in your mind, your eyes gloss over, and in your mind, you see a city of spires, black, that feels like it's underwater. The sky, everything seems green, but the buildings themselves are black obelisks, basically a monolith standing. But you feel that you are not above water. You feel like you are in the depths of some great vast ocean. And you just hear this rumbling. Gurgindi vlastitro kurkadulstola. It draws you towards it. You begin to kind of feel your way towards this thing as you make your way through this dead, abandoned city. You come to the very edge, and beyond is just an open pit, just an abyss that drops off. You feel the urge to jump off. As you do, you find you float. Like, you don't fall anyways,
Yeah.
but you can feel the urge to continue down into the hole. As you do, it just becomes darker and darker and darker till there is absolutely no sign or any piece of existing light down there. It is pitch black. For whatever reason, you haven't had any problems with breathing. You don't feel any of that. And before you, finally, after what seems like you've swam for hours, you see a teeny light in front of you. And just almost like a green flame. In your mind, you can understand what's being said now. You who have come to seek me. What is it that you wish?
In my mind, since I can't speak it, I'm just gonna say, to be what I once was.
You wish to be restored.
Yes.
So, as that happens, you watch the flame grow, and you start realizing it may not be a flame. It looked like that as you caught the teeniest little piece of it, but all of a sudden it opens like this, like 4 flaps pull back, and you see a pupilless, burning eye in the darkness. You can't exactly tell what are on the edges, but what you can make out is just an odd eyelid that makes no sense in the way it is, but it is definitely attached to a creature that could consume you in an instant.
Yeah.
This is huge. The eye is easily 5 times your size. And as you stare before it, everything is cleared from your mind. You can't, it is pure, almost fear and madness that hits you for a moment, until out of that madness you hear the voice again. Bond with me.
Do I still have the key in my hand?
Yes. You look down and see it.
I'm gonna reach out, like I'm putting it into a lock. And turn it on.
Okay. As you do, you feel the key heat in your hand and sear a pattern into your actual feathered hand. Burns away in that area. And as that happens, you feel this burning sensation go all the way through your body, through your veins, in all of you. And he says, "My power is within you now. You bring me blood. Bring me offerings, and you will be restored." Okay. As that happens, when that happens, are you agreeing to this whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay. When that as you do that, just it snaps out. You're like looking down. Okay, you see your hand is completely burned where the key had been held, and you can see that marking in your hand. You can feel still the remnants of the burning through all of your veins. If you were to pull away your feathers, you can actually see sear marks in any of the places where the more surface veins hit across your skin, under your skin. You can, like, something literally entered your body at this point, and you know it's there. It's a bit scary, but you do have a promise to be restored. Okay. I'm gonna leave it there. We can bring him back in. You want to go grab him?
I'll be getting packed with a tome, so that's why the book thing.
Oh, that's awesome.
So my book's probably changed too.
Yes.
supposed to be getting.
Well, let me just say this. When you shut the book, the cover of it now has an eye on it.
Alrighty.
It's very similar. The way the eye is, like the way the book is made, you can see that it seems to be made of 4 separate sections of leather that come up and just kind of peek open like this to reveal that eye in the center. Just very small, but it's like obviously that feeling that it could totally, you could rip it open and see what's underneath you, that kind of idea.
And I flip through to see the runes I've already put in there, and they're all there.
Yeah, everything that you've put in is still there. It seems that the book has gained about 100 extra pages that are free, but the pages, those pages specifically, do not feel like paper. They almost have a feeling of seaweed to them.
Okay.
Okay.
I shut that. I'm gonna tuck it away so it's pretty hidden, and then I'll go out to join the rest.
All right, sweet.
Sorry guys, I destroyed the whole world. Campaign's over.
Sweet.
Everyone needs to make new characters.
Okay.
I'm going to play another Blade Singer. I'm just going to change the name on it.
His name is Malik.
I'll probably play a cleric because you guys need a cleric.
I will also
Because
play a
I'm just nice.
football barbarian. His name will be
See,
Benjamin.
here's the problem with this. We can now go back and watch the stream.
That's a good point, actually.
Come on, guys.
I do usually rewatch streams. That's only to listen to me make jokes again.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay. Again, you need to play well.
Did you finish that note yet?
I've had to deal with him first.
Look, summoning Cthulhu is not a simple matter.
So we're going to have a
One does
terrible
not
monster
simply
get
summon
summoned
Cthulhu.
and have to deal with your assassins all at the same time.
No. We're going to deal with the monster, and then the assassins will come in.
No, we're going to show up at the exact same time.
Yeah, just pull some Guardians Heresy too. Just have all of it at once.
Yeah, let's just do that. All of it at once. Sounds perfect.
TPK, make new characters.
New
and
characters will be perfect.
Oh,
Brand
I
new
got the perfect
campaign.
thing for that.
It's okay, guys. I got revivified now.
Oh.
But that doesn't help us if we're all dead.
And so I'll make a wizard. His name
So I
will
just
be
need one person.
Salem. What's your last name?
Erichelia.
His name will be Salem, and a different variation of your last name. And he'll also be a wizard.
You're not taking my name.
As a variation on your last name.
Okay. That's mine.
Okay. No, I'm not. I can't even lie about that one. Alright.
You were about to abolish, like, but I'm not, so.
Yeah, if you can figure out how to fold it back, because I was playing with it.
And then it's a dove! It's a swan!
It's a squad!
That's great.
So is the stream live?
It's a paper?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
live.
we're live.
Hey,
Not
guys.
gonna happen.
How's it going?
I never
not
stopped
happening.
being live, so.
Hey! Go back and watch the stream.
I know. So, how did it go? Chat,
How?
if
Yeah.
you would like to let us know what happened,
Chat, please let us know how screwed we are.
please forward an email to www. No. Also, I started giving you a website.
Well, let me say this much. He didn't fail his wisdom save, so you're good.
Oh,
that is
goodness.
And I have a
So-
+0 to wisdom
He's not
save.
possessed.
So with my detect thoughts going, do I get to read it too?
It all depends on if she.
Like I'm reading
guess,
it, I'm
yeah,
most
you
likely
would,
thinking
yeah.
about it.
Yep, hand it over.
There you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Seriously, that side of the table, besides Fernando, is playing werewolf, while the rest of us are
We're
sitting.
just waiting and dealing with the
We are the werewolves, you're the civilians. You don't know.
Thank you, wolf in sheep clothing. Or, sorry, key clothing.
What was that?
Mixer.
I was gonna say that's
cool.
us.
Pull it
That's
upstream.
us. We did have a new follow on Mixer, so
Oh, nice.
thank you, Almax.
Thank you, Almax.
Thank you, Almax.
And of course, thanks David for the follow.
Now I'm gonna do something kind of
Yeah.
drastic.
All right, so you guys, we had all that stuff go down. You guys have set Credence down to rest. Are you going to do anything else for the Weary Taejungi?
Is there anything else we can do?
We have a cleric here. Does this cleric know Lesser Restoration?
Yep.
That might help out a weary Taejungi.
Well, I think it's greater restoration that gave strain
That
back.
just
Come on. He's sweating. What he needs is Gatorade.
Oh gosh.
Water. Gatorade stuff.
she felt like this on his muscles.
Starts
Stop
kneading.
pausing.
Starts kneading a little bit.
And then that's what.
Ah! He wakes up, his nails digging.
Pausing.
You're a cat. You.
Cats need, and you become the pincushion. Oh.
No, it's just a toe bean massage. That's what this is.
Gotta love those two beats.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, guys. All right. So you massage him, and even if you do get him with the nails, he's kind of like, yeah.
The last person I saw was this stiff when he was dead.
Still out. Yeah. Now you got some answer back that seemed a bit worrisome.
No.
What are you gonna do
Oh,
about
shoot,
that?
Sherlock.
Sorry, Tay, that was loud.
It's time to cut ties. There's fire all around this forge. I'm gonna burn the book.
Oh, thank God.
You're gonna throw the book? Okay.
Fahrenheit 451.
Okay. So those who are still out around the forge watch Shalia walk out
And I just
and
casually toss it into
into the forge.
that one of the yeah.
Okay.
Like into a fire.
Okay. Just how I again, this place it burns pretty bright. The forge feels like basically the sun. It's a little uncomfortable for you, but you toss it in, and you just watch it. When it burns away, being what it is, it's not a normal book. It actually burns with a slightly different color than what you would expect, and just a almost all black purple like smoke that kind of gives off, and then it just dissipates. And
At any point, does the flame turn
no.
green? Someone call it a green flame.
What color is the flame?
And suddenly dance party.
As we all celebrate the death of the book.
Yay! All right.
No more assassins.
So
That's not
you've
true.
you've burned it, and
Now I just don't know when they're coming.
Which is funny because instead of actually it's kind of interesting because with a magic book that takes whatever you write in it, if you burn the book, does that mean that the pages of the other book turn black because they become the original book bemes charred?
So who says that
Actually,
other
really
book?
cool.
that would be cool if the other book burned away, but you're not there to know.
No.
Not necessarily
Even if it
burned
didn't
away,
burn
just
away,
kind
it
of
just-
turned to ash.
Yeah, or just turn black, just turn to
Uh-huh.
charred pages, which would be really cool. I think it's neat. Maybe only the pages that were written in.
But because the assumption on that one is it takes what's written, not what physically happens to the book. But if the actual change of the page happens, like burning it, so would it then just cause the full pages to just turn black?
Yeah, I think that'd be really cool.
We'll never know.
This
We
has
will-
been
we can
question
speculate
corner with
upon
Josh.
So, you do that.
Notebook.
It is not long, guys. It is not long before you hear
Not my fault.
against the gates of the forge.
Who called Cthulhu? Here's the funny bit. We're gonna blame Shalia, but it's gonna turn out it's actually Key's fault.
No, you say.
Surprise, it's both their faults.
It is not long before those gates begin to open. They start to actually not break. I mean, there's no banging and everything, but the gates themselves begin to open. You're not sure exactly how, but they do begin to open. What are you guys gonna do?
I summon my blade and start my blades on.
Who is where? Are you still with Credence?
Yeah, I'm gonna wake him up.
Well, assumedly, like, just because of how big Credence is, I assume it would take, like, possibly all three of us to move
How
him.
heavy is Credence?
He weighs probably in the range of 300 pounds.
I can pick him up.
Holy cow. That's a dense little guy.
Yeah.
My carry capacity is at 450 right now.
So you could carry him on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be a little bit rough.
As a
but
light load.
as a light load? Jesus
Yeah, because he
Louise.
counts.
My carrying capacity
He
is
counts as a large
150.
creature with carrying capacity.
Yeah.
My map is just
That's sick. Okay,
So, you're
so you can pick up Credence with
Yes,
ease.
yes, I
He was carrying a backpack.
Yeah. I basically took the wagon in here on my back.
Yeah. So
So
you do
who
that.
else
These other guys went back with you, but
Yeah.
so you guys are in another room.
Nero's gonna sigh and walk out, pulling out his sword. Because once again, we gotta do something because somebody.
I'm going to
You have
stand
no
at the
idea.
entrance to this room
No, but
and
assumedly
turn
something
into a
happened
bear.
across this.
Yo también
Yeah,
saco las
actually,
espadas.
I'm going to be staying by the Star Missile sword we just forged as a last line of defense.
Okay.
Especially because I got range and I can still be helpful otherwise.
Okay, you are not able to see what's going on from the room that you're in.
Oh, because of him?
No, because you're in a completely separate room from the forge.
Okay. Well, we need a last line of defense.
It's not a bad idea.
I do pull out swords.
I kind of want to find a location where I'm not going to be hindered by brightness of forge.
You're in a forge.
I know.
Well, if you close your eyes.
So
I mean,
I pull out swords.
I'm going to
Attacks by having
move
your eyes
back
closed.
towards the group. So the doors are the doors open at this point?
You're opening.
Okay.
I'm going to quickly draw up some stuff. Oh, wrong one.
You're
While
where
he's
you
drawing
at?
that, I'm going to apologize. We do not have map cam.
Not yet.
We're working on it.
That will happen.
Can I try and
I'm-
close the doors?
I'm going to grab everyone who will listen and basically...
Can you close the doors?
I'm going to run to the doors, rage, and try and close them with brute strength.
While
Well,
holding a
Bear
door.
strength.
There goes that idea. Never mind.
Okay.
I was going to try to make a illusion of like rubble blocking the door where our sleeping Taejungi is and see if we can hide it. Like,
But you can
Yeah,
still
you
do
can still
that.
do
that door.
yeah.
I'm going to try and close the main entrance door.
Okay. I'll do that then. And
Okay.
Nero, where you at?
So protecting the sword, we get an illusion, then...
I am walking up to the
And me.
door. I have.
And you?
I'm gonna go ahead and say that I
While
have
raging, I have
Bad Company
advantage
and the Family Sword out.
Okay, so
on
you're up camp front lines then.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Dude,
I-
come on.
I am within probably 20 to 30 feet of you then.
I'm
I feel like there's gonna be a specific reason for that.
Is that equal? Is that equal distance? I feel like it's a good spacing for being able to make sure you can cover things
Yeah.
and make sure nothing gets there.
without hitting each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just see big ol' swing with that great sword and just whooshing.
It's also a good. It's also pretty good spacing to prevent getting hit by
Area of effect.
area of effect and cone damage kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
So yeah, Family Sword, Bad Company. That's what I'm currently holding.
Hurricanada and Rayo.
I have my
Could we just
familiar
turn the
running
forge
towards
off?
Nero.
Can we just turn the forge off? I think it's all dark.
Can we just turn the forge that he spent 5 days trying to get the fire to
He
light?
finished the weapon!
Yes. He's still gone, but his stench remains.
He finished the weapon, they shut the forge off, and then it doesn't hinder me in fighting.
But everyone else needs light.
I think the point is.
Only 3 of us need light.
I technically might not need light anymore.
To be fair though,
Two of
like
us.
Technically, he doesn't.
I attuned to said sword which
No, he has true sight.
gives me true sight for limited range.
Okay.
But we don't know that.
No.
Nope. I'm not even sure if any of y'all have noticed that I'm missing an eye.
Yes.
pretty
Yes,
sure
we know we were missing
That's
an eye.
something a lot of people would notice.
We're not that dumb.
That's debatable.
Well,
We're
not
just-
all of us are that dumb.
Yeah.
Just might not
Regardless,
care.
that hasn't been brought up explicitly that people have noticed that yet.
Oh, it's because you haven't seen Key walking behind you just going like this.
Which is funny because it's the other eye that's missing.
Your scar's on the wrong side.
My scar is not on the wrong side.
Oh, that's
Oh, Avatar.
Oh, that's funny. Sorry, guys.
Man, every time you move it, I can't help but just have a weird craving for grapes.
Yeah, kind
Crips.
of.
I know, right?
Like, I'm not the only one that sees that, right?
Oh no, I totally see it.
So I have my familiar running as fast as possible towards Nero.
Little
Yeet.
salamander.
It's a salamander now?
It's a little lizard now, yeah.
He did that when he brought it
It
back.
was too hot for a bird, apparently.
Lagartija.
Well,
Lizard.
it's too hot for a bird.
Well, is he really a bird if he can't fly?
I'm gonna aim it at that guy. Whoops.
I just insulted you a lot worse than he did.
I'm just gonna aim at that guy over there.
I wasn't even
Whoops.
trying to
Ariel,
insult
we're gonna be
you.
friends now.
It was just like, apparently, when I tried to tell my familiar, it was too hot for a bird, so I had to make a lizard.
And
And
I-
you're here.
Did you hear my comment?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, good. I want to
I'm
make
gonna
sure.
throw 2
You're
daggers.
familiar with a bird. This is a bird.
I'm a bird.
Hey, hey.
Technically, he's
Birds are
classified as a
flightless.
penguin. Flightless bird.
The ostriches are flightless too.
Can I borrow your
And the
assassination
auk.
feat?
Okay.
I think cassowaries are also
I'm gonna
flightless.
put a hit on
I
Nero.
would almost classify
I'm
that
pretty
as
sure
No, he's a dodo.
He's a dodo.
Wait, can those fly?
No.
Or a penguin.
I said penguin
I
already.
got so
So birds
many
don't sweat, do they?
Or an ostrich.
No, they don't.
Hey,
Maybe it just
all
pans like
I'm
really bad.
saying is that my whole stick is knowing secrets, and that includes a certain combination of 17 spices.
So,
All right, Colonel.
so for those who missed it, welcome to Dumb Ways Nero Can Possibly Die, brought to you by Key.
I've already stabbed him in the back.
Once. Yep.
Well, technically it was thrown, but
We
still.
are
Leading to
It was
patiently
a
waiting
dagger
for the
that
next time it
contacted
happens.
flesh.
You also accidentally hit him once, didn't you? In like combat.
Thanks to
They-
me, yes.
They
Oh, yeah, but
made
that
a
was like-
ballista shooter.
That was the
didn't they?
ballista.
That was the ballista.
That was
me.
actually her.
Oh, yeah, you hit me with the
Because
ballista.
I didn't fire the ballista, she shot it.
I did.
And then you had a-
I think you threw a knife into my wind wall and it hit him instead.
I was not there at that point, so I cannot take blame.
Or credit? Wait, I'm sorry, blame? I think you used the wrong word. I think credit was the word you were looking for.
I was thinking of the instance when we were fighting the Hellhounds. Because I know there were a couple of daggers that bounced off of people.
If they miss, they boomerang back to me.
Yeah, which
But that doesn't mean they hit anybody.
Man, those don't follow the laws of physics at all.
Nope.
vibranium daggers confirmed.
Key is Captain America.
No, he's a Keyblade wielder. We've already established.
Oh yeah, he
I
is.
do
a
got my
keyblade.
one key kunai.
The Kenai.
The kunai.
Again?
Am I gonna figure out your secrets? Are you gonna tell me your secrets?
Well, right now we're in combat, and I haven't seen you, so.
Not
No.
the time.
Combatamos.
That's a beautiful map, though, man.
Yeah, well
Yeah.
done.
Gorgeous.
It's so gorgeous. Chat, isn't it? Oh, wait.
Oh.
Sucks to be you. Wait, never mind. It's great to be you. Don't leave. Please, no!
Yeah, don't insult our viewers. Come on now.
That's a bad idea.
You don't have enough as it is.
All right, so
I was lying, or joking, or just being me. Which is now.
Roll for,
Which is
roll for
the worst
performance on
decision he's
that.
ever made.
It's not the worst performance. Or not performance.
That's not deception.
sorry
either.
guys, sorry. I know I'm going quick as I
Okay.
can.
It's okay.
Faster,
I'm
just-
faster.
So we can keep people entertained in the meantime.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
And that's kind of our job
hey,
here, right?
Ariel,
That's what.
Are we gonna be friends now?
You
We
think
are
that's capable of
friends.
having friends?
No.
I'm gonna stab you in the back.
I realize that.
See what I put up with every week.
Jungle Book
This
is-
is why I
you have
don't
to
have
have
friends.
Shall Jungle Book this? The we are friends.
We are friends.
We are friends to the bitter end.
I feel like there might be some side chat going here.
Okay, go.
Is that the vultures?
Yeah.
Is the orange still
We
alive?
are your friends.
I'm going to say yes.
So could I throw a barrel into one of those? Then would it kill him?
But at least I know. At least I no longer think you're selling us out.
This is true.
That's about as far as that goes.
Sorry.
And demonetized for copyright.
Whatever.
We are on Twitch.
Yeah.
They are a lot stricter on that.
I know. It's okay. All right, so we've got a bear.
Trying to
Rawr.
close the doors.
You are running to the doors.
Yes.
Okay, you were up in the room with him.
In the
So we're
room
going
where
to
it
do this for
happens.
now.
If you're successful, you might barricade them.
I know.
Why'd you have to do that? We just buried this in the Hamilton today.
I love that musical.
Fantastic music.
Well, what
Actually,
can I say?
the
Nero was
next
not
one
going to throw away his
listen to-
shot.
I'm listening to Something Rotten right now. That one's also pretty funny.
No, you're going to shoot it.
We are in a fort zone. Something
I'm
might
coming out of the
burn.
room I was in.
Yep, you're over here. We don't need that figure.
I finished my whatever I did.
You were taking Credence, right?
No.
No, that was the...
Oh, okay.
Me and,
Bjorn picked him
me
up.
and
We-
Fernando were both going towards the door.
Yep. And
Keeping a decent spacing from each other.
Yeah.
About 20 to 30 blocks, equal distance.
20 to 30 blocks.
That's right there. Sorry, 20 to 30 feet.
Tiles.
We've been talking a lot of Minecraft recently.
Surprisingly, these tiles
Yeah.
are 5 foot by 5 foot, so.
Yeah.
And you're
What, you guys
back
been
giving
playing Minecraft
Credence
together?
massages.
No.
No.
We've just been talking Minecraft.
I am
Taco
trying to
chop.
get my familiar to Josh.
Okay.
Or to Nero.
Okay, so familiar-ish here.
Josh is sitting over there, and all of a sudden a lizard just crawls up his arm. He's like, ah!
Depends what lizard. If it was a bearded dragon, I'd be okay with it.
These dragons are awesome.
Well,
Can that be my the kind of lizard that my familiar
It
is?
can't
you would
climb
like
walls,
it to
dude.
be.
Can I see the grasshoppers?
Can it specifically be the?
It's a magic bearded dragon.
Can it be the bearded dragon from Holes? Because those are a lot more dangerous.
those are Gila monsters.
I am a dragon. I don't do that lizard thing.
do that tongue.
Dragon.
Well, we
It's on
can't
our-
all be
It's on our
acupuncturists.
cow.
We can't all be acupuncturists. No, your great-great-granddaughter had to be a cross-dresser.
Alright, copyright laws now for real.
Well, see, that's quoting a movie, though. That's not.
The mouse knows. We just love your stuff.
Hey, really quickly, you want to grab me a poker chip if you have one
Yes,
hanging
I
around?
We're just a bunch of guys. We can't handle the mouse in a legal fight.
Can't.
This is just a weird side plot. But do you know that South Park had an episode where they made fun of Scientology? And the very end of that episode, someone's like, in the episode, they're threatening to sue like the main cast of South Park, and like Carmen or one's like, oh yeah, well you can't sue me if you don't know who we are. And then that's where the episode ends, and the credit rolls, and all of the people on the credits are either John Doe or Jane Doe. Because the full episode was them making fun of Scientology.
That's really funny.
You can't sue us if you don't know who we are.
But yeah, like the credits was like executive producer, sound, everything was John or Jane Doe.
That's all I need.
I hear a cat.
I know, I did too.
But she didn't say anything.
He is inside.
Oh, he is?
Hey, give me one move.
There he is.
You
He's
open the
not
door.
sure about this.
Oh, hey, Kit Kat.
For our audience, we have a cat running across the floor.
Now we can't get out. So
And now he's confused by our blue screen of death.
Alright. So,
Yep.
you guys make your way out. You're running, you're like, you hear the gates opening, so you're just like, you turn into the bear. It is not long. The entire forge goes black.
Yay!
When the lights go out.
Now we're going to have to relight this thing.
The forge, the heat of this forge is still in there.
like
The entire place is pitch black.
Oh, it's
You
black
cannot see
darkness.
anything in front of you.
Crap.
Even
Magical,
Not
magical
yet.
darkness.
Why do I have to choose that patron?
You happen to be able to see in front of you.
Well, yes.
And I'm probably freaked out about that fact a little bit.
Yes. Especially from the fact that it is not coming from your eyes. You see from behind your own head. Right
Third
here.
personing.
You have eyes in the back of your head?
No, he has an eye in his sword.
He has a- yeah.
I was joking.
So just for those who have not heard anything about this, his sword, he paid a pretty high cost and gave up an eye, and it went into this. It went into the sword, in order to give him some extra things, which included some true sight. So he can now see, but only through the sword.
Soul Calibur?
To be fair, at the moment, I think it's kind of worth it, but at the moment, I didn't know what I was getting into, and when I was about to pop out of my sock, I'm like, okay.
So what you
Is
see
it-
before you is a group of hooded beings. They all look very assassiny, and then one on top of a dragon.
Oh,
We're level 5!
me
Yeah,
and
we
the,
thought of the dragon at level 1. What are you talking about?
Yeah, guess who went down in that fight?
The dragon.
Me.
The dragon did go down.
So did I.
That was also an extremely damaged dragon that happened to just
This one
be
seems
in
to
the
be a
middle
fairly
of things.
small dragon.
Wyvern?
I don't know, dude. The front door of this place is pretty darn big.
Really
that's
quickly.
small spelled with an O.
But it's a large size.
SMOL.
Of course, at the same time, size has less meaning in that stuff.
Does
Well-
the storage have a back door?
Really quickly, I may have got my sizing wrong on this, but
How did it fit down the hallway?
no, yeah, that's right.
Can I actually see that
Wait,
far?
wait, sorry,
I think
sorry.
I think the true sight range is limited to like 30 feet.
Did I give you true sight up to 30?
Yeah, I think that was.
Oh, then you don't actually see this stuff. You did. You would have seen them coming in as they cast, but you do not see beyond 30 feet.
So I'll double
I
check
can't
that to make sure, but I was pretty certain that's what the.
I can. Darkness only has a
So
range.
I was pretty certain it had a limited range, and I don't,
It does have a limited range, but
Yeah.
and I don't have cards on me. I just have what I
if
wrote
all
down in
of
my
us
notes,
were
which was
casting
quite a
it, we
lot.
could
But
cast at different points too, and that would plunge the whole room.
Again, it.
Well, I can cast it now, so I'd really like to know my range.
Counterspell, but not dispel.
Darkness, range of 60 feet, and it creates a 15-foot radius sphere.
No, parents.
copyright.
She can also cast darkness, so she just wanted to know that.
yes, she can cast. This seems to be. I mean, it's pretty crazy because it covers the whole thing.
Yeah,
More than likely, you've got multiple casters
that's
because darkness only reaches a
this
certain
is
small area.
It's a 30.
15-foot radius.
Yeah.
30-foot circle.
So 30 feet circles, yeah. 30-foot circles. So yeah,
So there's multiple casters.
there's multiple castings.
The trouble with darkness is they also can't see it in it. So
Unless
as
they
the caster,
I'm just gonna keep my detect thoughts running. Just,
Doesn't it only last
Unless
a
they
minute or
can
so?
see it.
it lasts
And
10
that's your
minutes, I
worry.
believe.
Okay.
You know, so for you,
No, it is 1 minute. You're right.
you have a strong. You pretty clearly know that this is your issues, and you know the way that these guys fight. They are
It's
more
with
than
this.
likely people that you know who they are. You know that they will be able to see through this.
Because
This
of course
is
they do.
this is how they put ends. This is how they end lives. So
We're dead, we're dead, we're dead.
we're dead.
what are we gonna do, guys?
Might
Nothing.
forge again.
I'm gonna stay hidden in the room with Credence with the illusion of rubble blocking the door.
Fidial, where's
It's
your
by
die?
me.
Is this your die?
No, it's
No,
me.
I've got a model.
He's
Oh,
by
duh.
me.
That's the one.
I put
of the-
yeah. You're up here with Shalia.
Yeah.
You were with
It's
me.
only a model.
You
That's
weren't with
true.
you weren't with Credence. You were with Shalia.
Okay, I did. Okay, I said I was like sort of hurrying.
Well, I'm looking over here and I'm like, what? Where is he?
Okay,
no,
well,
he's over
This is
there.
happening as you just barely start coming back.
Oh, as I barely start coming back. Great. So
So
no.
you're with the target. Thanks.
Okay. Well, I can sense creatures within 30 feet of me right now,
Yeah, within 30 feet.
which is nobody aside
Right.
from our friends here.
Okay,
Yeah, friend.
really quickly, let's roll initiative.
Okay.
Initiative. 'Cause I'm always the first to die.
I only die when it's my
It's a
people.
lot better than mine.
15.
I got a 9.
9. Sorry.
I got an 8.
It's okay. You gotta roll poorly sometimes.
Definitely.
Cheating.
Might just move. Oh, that camera just wiggled slightly.
That's Matt. Matt is back. Put it on it. It's fine. We're still on camera. You're fine.
You good, fam?
Here we go.
We're still on camera.
Okay. Cool. So. Alrighty. 25 to 20.
I got 21.
I also got 21.
Nice.
You go first.
Leah, you go first.
I can't see
Wait,
though.
was it this game or the other game that we made priority the lower one for some reason?
That was mine.
Oh, that was yours.
But that was because of other settings and rules I had. So
Technically, the ruling is if there's a tie, we can choose.
technically, you go at the same time.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Shalia, Bjorn. Is that 20 to 15?
never mind. I got.
Oh dear.
Here we go again.
Oh shoot. Can I
Oh,
just
sorry.
go
You say
hide?
15?
20, so anywhere between
I
20 and
can't
15?
see, so therefore I can't
Okay.
hide.
Sorry, I zoned out just for a second there. My
It's
bad.
okay.
How dare you?
I know. It's
Video.
shame on
Would I
me.
know that Fariel's right next to me?
You probably do at this point.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's straight darkness now, so.
That's true.
Wait, didn't you go out and throw the book into the forge?
Yeah, I did, so I wouldn't be on those
That's
stairs.
true. Yeah, you're right. She's down here at the forge.
And Variel has fallen again.
Ferial, where would you be if you followed? I'm guessing.
Are you sounding
Yeah, I
like-
probably followed from a safe distance.
Yeah, so.
I got an 8 for stuff side people.
Ooh, can I crouch behind the anvil? Can I do that?
You definitely can.
Can you see the anvil?
So yeah, these are like, I'll say that right here. This is about a 5-foot rise. This goes up about 15 feet up to that platform there. So with this as well. So yeah, this I need to draw that as well.
No, but I did hear the door banging, and that was after I burned the book. So I could possibly just choose to hide.
I don't like your mother.
I don't like her either.
How did you meet her mother?
I didn't.
Well, let me tell you,
That's a
kids.
whole other story.
Wouldn't you like to
It's
know?
Several seasons to tell.
If we had to judge it by, well, she already made the joke of seasons. Never mind. I was gonna say
Alright.
if we had to judge it by like time frame, it would take several seasons. The moons would have to change multiple times.
Yeah.
And Neil Patrick Harris would have to still be awesome,
5 feet,
which he still is.
10 feet, and then up here you got 25 feet.
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
I got the cards from my wife. She sent me pictures of what they were and what they said. It didn't specify distance on true sight. Although I would say that it might be good to limit that.
Well, generally, true sight's when you get true sight,
it's
it's
a
normally
sight.
120 feet,
Yeah.
but
Okay,
yeah.
so it just I now have
See,
the
I
cards
didn't
and
think
can
that I
now
had
look
written
at
it
those.
down that way, so that makes more sense. So yes, you do see everything that's going on.
Hey, you can lead us all.
You can be scared the crap out of.
Yeah. So
They got
yeah,
trolled.
for anyone who's ever played Munchkins at all, the
So
Helm of
video,
Courage
you had a 15,
is a bucket with no eye holes.
15 to 10.
12.
No.
11.
11. 0 modifier.
I really don't want to be last. Wait, I'm last. I'm last.
Doesn't matter.
Fernando, what did you roll?
I rolled an 8.
Oh, I'm not last. I got a 9. Yes!
You are not last anyway.
Woohoo!
I rolled a 1.
Woo!
I'm thoroughly freaked out by the fact I can see things. And I'm thoroughly freaked out by what I can see.
All right, Shalia, you go first. Now let me check really quick here. It is almost 9 o'clock. So if we want to take a super quick break, you can. But you guys kind of got a break while we did this for Nate.
I
But
could,
do you need
I
a
could
break?
still use a very quick break.
Okay,
For the bathroom and things like that.
Yeah.
5-minute break, and we will be right back, guys.
What am I supposed to do? I can't see.
No idea.
I see, said the blind man.
To his death wife.
No, you're totally fine.
More often.
Yeah.
I could cast darkness on them, but I don't know what I'm casting it on, and nor would that work.
To be fair, if you know that they can see through their darkness, the assumption is that they can see through
I'm
yours.
good.
Yours. That's.
I turned into a bear.
I take half damage because I'm raging.
I'm
was
gonna
outside
You
die.
need to use your other senses just like they
Hero
do.
Forged.
That's what
I dig.
you've been.
I would
Yeah.
use my other senses, but the one ability I now got because of
That's
what
about
I
as
did,
good as I can
I
do
have to
with
see.
the tools available, I think.
I mean, I
like
I
it.
assume that's what you've been trained to do, just like they.
So this is your sword with the true sight.
Yeah, I
guess
would
I
have
could ask
the two short swords on there too, but they're put below that great sword, and I
mean,
can't
if you
do
grew
that
up
on
with
Hero Forge.
that,
With
then-
that, then
And that's
I
what
also
you're carrying
can't put the
two-
crossbow on there.
You're
because
carrying
there's
two
none.
rapiers. I mean, you could choose to just have those be your.
Rapier and a dirk, but yeah.
Oh, this is a dirk.
Yeah, that was for my for my original kit. So I guess I have 3 short swords technically.
It just so it has the hilt of a rapier. That's why I was like, what?
Yeah, they normally do have a similar look, like a parrying dagger.
Well, yeah, the parrying.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
So
On Hero Forge, I thought it was just another rapier that they put on the side. But it's shorter than this, so that's perfect. I love the look.
Hey,
I like the look.
question.
Okay.
quick answer.
that was more or less how I was imagining it. Where
So I
I figured it might actually work better to give him like a musketeer hat for this,
I actually
with a
like
little
If the
like
form I
albatross
take
feather or something
Also
because
has
he's sailor.
resistance. Do
I like
get
it.
double resistance?
Also because albatrosses were a sign of luck
Just like-
back in the day,
Yeah, that's true.
Advantage of
So-
those don't stack.
and that is my lucky item is that little feather. Which is another thing that I happen to have as a sailor.
So here's my
Yes.
Cool.
So
Oh no.
It's actually.
Or I think so,
think
but
it's
that would
a
be a
solid
map
plan.
thing.
Oh no.
If I was DMing, I would say yes, but
He says he has a solid plan. That scares me slightly more than him saying he has a plan.
Of course, this was before I knew I was fighting, but I was planning on casting magic weapon on your gun.
So I think, yeah, that's not the best option.
Why not?
I have a +0 modifier to my gun, and my
Okay.
sword is already magical.
Exactly.
Yeah, he can't make magic another magic weapon.
I know.
So
Can you cast magic weapon on my claws?
we actually did discuss this, and you said yes.
Yeah, I'm okay with that because it's his natural weapon.
Mm-hmm.
This might be a good thing before I leave you.
Well, the lizard is gonna cast it.
Oh, okay.
I have a creepy little thing get up
Ready?
on you and cast. Yep, ready to go back if everyone else is.
Wow, under a minute. Well, under 5 minutes.
Yeah.
that was just a bathroom break and snacks. Going live in 3, 2, 1.
Cool. Welcome back, guys. We just took a super quick break. All right, we have got combat all ready to go. Shalia,
Yo.
I know it is. There's magical darkness currently cast. You have your choice on how to act.
My assumption is she's going to act like a princess.
Wah!
Okay, what are you gonna do?
Excuse me, princess.
Now, oh my god,
Really? Out of everything?
why that
that's
had
what
to be a
broke you?
thing? Key up here can actually see.
Oh! Who can I
You
see?
are on the boundary. Ferial is on the boundary of where you can see and can't. So if he looks back, he can see out here. You guys can see a wall of black.
So is that what they see? Like these two see too? Is a wall of black or?
Yeah.
Okay.
does magic darkness muffle sound?
Hmm?
No.
No. Okay.
No, this one is not the Ska'ar stuff.
Okay.
This is this is like straight D&D darkness spell.
If
Okay.
you was new to us, that's orc for this world.
Oh yeah, the Ska'ar are like orcs,
But
but cooler.
No biases at all. There.
No.
well, I knew they came through
I-
the door,
Just not straight up violent evil.
so I'm just gonna take my bow out and hope I'm aiming for the door.
Okay, you're just gonna shoot towards the door.
Yeah.
Okay, at disadvantage.
But it would be assassination because I'm going to.
Yeah, you got first attack.
So it is just a normal roll. Because she gets advantage because of that.
Oh my holy crap! Go ahead.
Dang it!
Nope.
4 on the dice.
Welcome
That's
to my
9.
9.
She lets it go and just. You just kind of hear a clatter of the arrow against the wall,
Yay!
and you also hear just this. The roar of the dragon in the back.
Well, that's not good.
What color was it, by the way?
Red.
Oh. Mierda.
We're dead.
Let's add that.
You haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, you haven't seen it, my friend.
Okay, we're running as fast as we can to the other side of the room. So
Okay.
that's 80 feet.
Buren, 80 feet.
Yeah,
Into the darkness?
into the darkness.
Please don't attack anyone you know.
Don't squish the lizard.
And
Whoever that is, you just.
Why would you bring a dragon underground?
The other question I
A
have.
lot of dragons live
Dragons
underground.
live in mountains.
It's called Dungeons
Yes,
and
I know,
Dragons.
but like they live in layers in mountains, and you can't use a dragon's flying underground. Is what I'm saying.
This has 100-foot ceilings.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
I should just love those vaulted ceilings.
This is what I'm talking about. Dwarfs make way too ostentatious caverns. You lose all of the benefits of being underground when you have a 100-foot ceiling
Why do
underground.
they need a 100-foot ceiling when they're short?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Look! What's the word? They're compensating.
Just build like
They're
almost a high
compensating for something.
place in a mountain and
Yeah, so you're here.
Exactly. Smaug would have
Okay.
never conquered that.
yep. That's why.
You're either here or here, one way or the other. I think you're actually up there. So you're within 5. You got a 5-foot distance. You can sense there's something ahead of you, 10 feet away from you,
can I do a long jump?
on top of your run that you just did.
Yeah, and try and jump on whatever is in front of me.
So how did you get that much distance?
Bear's natural movement
It's
speed is
40.
40.
Yes.
And then,
So double movement, so that gives you your
double
movement
movement.
and action.
yeah.
And then this is a bonus action. You want to try and long jump at something?
The bowling bear.
I'll give it to you.
It is a strength
Drop
check
it.
to jump.
Yes, it
but
is.
I am currently raging, which gives me
Advantage on strength. Yes.
That gives me a 21.
21. Okay. Where are you leaping?
Just straight ahead, trying to get as
Just,
much distance as I
just trying to
can.
push. Okay.
Yeet.
Squash someone, please!
All right. You leap ahead
and somehow squash Celia.
15 feet, and you find a guy underneath you.
He stays underneath me.
Oh, well, yeah, I totally failed the strength on that. So,
You squished him.
You hear a
Congratulations.
variety of Elven swears, or Yagamoth swears.
yeah, just... as you are right on top of
Hey,
him.
wait, can I
I
hear
imagine
that?
some of those would be more terrified than angry, though.
This is a hit
Maybe.
squad.
This is true, though, but...
This is a very professional hit squad.
Yeah, but he just didn't know what hit him.
Gigantic bear, he now knows what hit him.
He just got jumped on by a gigantic bear right after making his big poof noise. I feel like there might be some soiled trousers in there. Honestly.
Could be my brown pants. Alright, so you are on top of him. It is now the first run here.
This guy gets
He
his
is going to
feet
attempt to get out. He does not get out.
Strength.
I
Okay.
rolled so poorly. Unless you roll really, really poorly. Go ahead.
And I have advantage anyway.
Yeah, I
still.
know.
That one.
Oh, wow. It was rather bad. I only got a 10
On the dice?
total.
10 total? Really?
Yeah, I got a 6 on the die. I got a +4. Oh, is this a save or a check?
Checks.
Okay, then I don't get. Strength. Would
It's strength.
would it be
saves.
just strength check or is it like an athletics check?
Well, if it's strength. It's strength against strength.
Yeah. Straight strength.
Yeah. Really quickly, I am going to go check that because I think he might actually. No, he doesn't.
Because if it's an athletics check, I can get proficiency from the skill.
It's okay. You guys are actually toe to toe, but he does not get out.
Okay.
You're a bear.
You're able to hold him.
I'm a bear.
You can feel though you're a little bit surprised at the fact that he was able to just kind of like you moved your paws off his chest and he's trying with all his heart but he just can't get out from underneath the
Good thing
weight.
you have teeth.
Yes.
Teeth. He's like,
Uh-oh.
Okay, that moves there.
It's gonna take so long for that lizard to get to you.
Yeah,
It's only got 20 feet of movement.
it was the good
I
choice.
don't think it's gonna get to.
No, I think I'm just gonna call it back. Just go with my other plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they all have natural
AC as a bear right now is
Oh,
12, 14,
14.
14. Okay. Okay, so these three, these three that surround you, all of them, they all stick blades into you. You take 21 damage, which is all halved by your rage.
So, round up or
So
round
it's
down?
10. It's always rounded
Yeah.
down.
Always run down.
Okay, it's Fedial's turn.
Alright, I am just going to walk towards where the gate is.
Into the dark, into the black.
Yeah, into the darkness.
Okay.
And I'm going to just, pull out my pipes and do Bardic Inspiration on Shalia.
Okay.
She just
I don't
has
know.
to hear it.
Well, I know they're gunning for her, so you can hold
Okay,
on
so
to that until
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You just going 30 feet.
Yep. And
Okay.
it's a D8 now.
Oh!
You got a D8 inspiration,
Wait, what can I use this for?
You can
attacks, and
Rolls and
saves.
Saves. Okay.
and ability checks.
And ability checks, yes.
Anytime you roll a d20.
Okay. That's his turn. Now, these guys. Got to get a line of sight. Yep. Okay. Shalia. Where are you?
I'm on the corner.
13.
Mm-hmm.
That one does. Yeah. Okay. Both you hear like
Ouch.
the thwing, the twing of the of arrows, and like 2 arrows just slam into your body.
Ouch.
You take 14 damage.
How? Okay.
I
Yeah,
also need you to
yeah.
make me a con save.
Poison.
Well done. It's always poison.
With the Bardic Inspiration, you can use it after you roll, but before
Before I
Yeah.
say whether you
Yeah.
fail or you know.
So if you roll a low number, you can throw it down there.
That's a
Well,
Did you roll 2 ones?
you rolled a 1 and a 4.
Oh, okay.
Which is a 0 con.
And
And you have 0 con.
Oh.
I'm down.
You drop to the ground by the burning forge.
You drop down dead.
No, not dead, but you've dropped. You're unconscious, but not 0 hit points.
Okay.
You're just unconscious,
That
like
is some very fast acting poison.
Can I
Yeah.
roll perception to see if I
Well,
notice
smack the
that,
bloodstream.
so I can call to Mittens to get up there?
say what?
Can I roll perception to see if I notice that, so I can send Mittens up there?
That's so smart.
We're in darkness, aren't we?
I would assume that she
I
would
have
make some.
foresight.
He can see. I would assume she would have said something like made a sound when she got shot.
I would
Yeah,
presume
but
so
Mittens is
too.
in that room, though. Like,
Yeah,
she's-
no, yes. Mittens is here. I'm saying he would have probably heard the shots and seen what was going on. That's clear enough that I'm not too worried about your perception.
Okay.
It's more, can you get to Mittens? Can you get her attention? You can yell for sure. So free action to yell.
Manheads! Shalea's down! She got shot! She's on top of the forge!
Oh, thanks.
Oh,
They shot you. They know where you are.
So I'm sorry, if you're full of arrows, your location isn't exactly secret anymore.
Okay. Now, you can help these guys to call shots. Because talking is at least a free action. So you can talk to them.
Oh, hey. I don't need to see my target to use vicious mockery.
No, you don't.
Weaponized quip.
Weaponized quips.
You just have to make sure. You're
Hello,
in range.
Ryan Reynolds.
And it's a
Alright.
2d4s now, too.
You just have to make sure you're in range.
Green Flame Blade is actually useful now. It has fire damage by normal attack now. as well as to an adjacent target.
Cool. Alright, it is now Key's turn, then Mittens, Nero, and Calum, and Fernando. So you guys just boom all in a row.
All right, can I see anybody or anything?
You can see a wall of black in front of
That would
you.
be really cool.
Yes.
Including flaws.
So, quick
Can I-
question. Where
Yes.
these lines are and where the guys that shot Shalia are, is that a raised platform?
Here, this is not a large difference. It's only like a foot or two.
Like a step. By the sounds of it.
But these guys are being very.
We can't see them
They're-
anyways.
I know
like, there's-
they're being kind of stupid because they are stepping down into where flames will be, like where these babies get heated.
There's
Oh.
Sparta!
But I can't see them.
Right.
Do I know where Shalia is?
Where are the bellows?
Yes, everybody
The bellows
does.
are-
We were just.
Like back over here.
Darn.
Animate.
So I know where Shalia went down. Can I get to Shalia?
Yeah, you heard where she
Can
was.
I-
You have a basic idea.
Can I get to
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
bonus action?
If you double run, and you have bonus action,
Bonus
so
action.
yeah, you definitely can
Bonus
get to her.
action. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna put my hand on her, and then I'm just gonna trace a symbol in the air and cast Blade Ward upon myself.
Okay.
It only is cast upon self. I can't cast on her.
Okay.
I basically get resistance to slashing, piercing, bludgeoning
All right.
for a turn.
So
guys magic?
you do this, and without
You guys
even
can't see
without
this.
even without even understanding what
this.
you're doing, like it's what you want to do to protect, and you like see the rune and draw in front of you, and the blade ward comes out in front of you as you stay there to try and protect Shalia.
I can see this, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he.
I see everything! Especially
You would
magic.
detect. You'd see it almost glowing in this area, just like the blade ward comes out around him. You're like, what?
¡Ay, cuervo!
Yeah.
¿Cuándo aprendiste eso? Where'd you learn that?
Mittens, you've heard the yelling. It is not something so far off that you couldn't have heard. This place echoes really well.
Raven.
Can I get to her within 60
I thought it. Like,
60 feet. So you get 30 and you're out here.
30 and then I can double my
And
move.
Senna
So what's
says,
it?
And then you can double your move.
Yeah.
So you
just
move
have
up
to
to
spend a
Yeah.
turn not
Is-
moving.
Right, so you can do
Crow,
90
or
feet
Joseph Crow.
overall.
No, I have 30 feet.
Well,
yes, right.
Yeah, you can move
But
up
then
to
I would
90.
be able to cast what
Right.
I want to
And
cast.
Jose
So I'm saying
Senna
60
is
feet.
Joseph
60 feet.
Terry.
Okay. So let's go here. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 45, 50.
So I won't be able to get to her within 60 feet.
Well, hold on.
It might mean other things in slang.
You'll
She
be
has-
really dang close. You're going to be right
She
here.
has a climb speed as well, so.
Yeah, so there's no double anything lost there. It's just bumping. Oh, actually, you're. Yeah. I mean, you're basically just hopping up. Let's
Could
see
she
here.
do a jump get from where? Because she's currently higher than where they are.
15, 20,
So actually have a climbing speed, don't they?
25.
But your climbing speed still counts towards your movement.
No, you got it. She's there.
Okay.
She's got it.
I'm not gonna be down
Then
anymore.
I cast Lesser Restoration,
Lesser Restoration.
which cures poison.
Gets rid
Cures
of
poison.
one status
Great.
Ta-da!
So you're up?
Back.
Well, I mean,
effect. You're down.
I'm down in the back.
You're not unconscious anymore.
you wake up. You feel like It's a little bit painful as the poison is drawn from you with the lesser restoration. You can feel the oily substance on your paws as you kind of as it then like begins to be burned away from that, like with that radiant light that you do with your casting. But yeah, it is a bit painful being drawn from you, but it doesn't actually hurt you, like damage you. It just is a little bit jarring.
Unpleasant.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to be quiet though, because I'm still down. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
Then I can heal you as a bonus action with healing word.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay.
You didn't take any damage.
What if you play
Yeah, she
dead?
did. She took
I took damage, but I'm
14
okay.
damage.
What if you play
Well.
dead?
You take
That's what I'm
7
trying to
You
do.
can heal her if you want. Yeah, heal her up.
7 back.
She
Please.
heals you 7.
It's not that big.
Nero?
Okay,
Your turn, buddy.
I can't see anything. The best I can do is just try moving forward. Like,
Okay.
He has spent a week here,
Where
so
you
you
moving?
probably can move.
You know the place well enough that you can move.
Yeah,
kinda
but I don't know
decently
where
in the
they
dark.
are. Like,
Right, you don't know where they are.
again, like there's, you can't hit the target you can't see.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Sure. So are we on a raised platform then?
Well, you're here just moving down to the stairs. It's like
Okay.
that disconnects to the
I
stairs.
keep more to the right.
Keep more to the right.
Yes, down and then right.
5,
more.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I say things like, Pendejo, look out for that rock. Don't trip.
Or you could say in front of you.
No, a la izquierda. No, other way.
You could tell him that there's a thing right there to shoot at.
Well, I already have a +0 to range. Like, with disadvantage,
It's true.
The duck is casting. I'm just kidding.
I'm just gonna leave it there.
Okay.
Nothing else.
Okay.
Take a dodge action, maybe.
It is
Oh, I
now.
can take the dodge action. That's fair.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Caleb.
Caleb,
Alright.
you're ups.
They have disadvantage against you.
Okay.
So did you take counterspell?
I did take counterspell,
Yeah, I
but
knew
I
you
don't
would.
have dispel.
Oh, you don't have dispel.
I only got one of the two.
Okay.
So far.
Yeah.
But you have that spell.
How's Credence doing?
Credence, he actually was pretty comfortable laying in that bed after the massage, so yeah, he's feeling pretty good. Not waking up though.
He didn't wake up from the dragon roar? This guy's a heavy sleeper.
He's been working nonstop for 2
He's too
days.
used to keep.
I mean, yeah,
He's too
but-
used to keep doing that to him. He's just like, that's key.
Not just 2 days. It's happened.
Ah, jeez.
He was working non-stop for a week there.
Virtually.
Alright, I'm going to put the blade he just finished in one of my scabbards so it's kind of hidden.
You'd have to get it out of his hands, which we've already pointed out is something that's hard to do.
That was still really, really hot, isn't it?
It probably would have cooled by now.
It's not been that long.
Oh.
Okay, so the heat that he had to get this thing up to was thousands of degrees.
Oh.
Okay.
Thousands upon thousands of degrees. This is hot like,
He wasn't joking when he said it was like the sun.
yeah. And so, like, for him to quench it's still going to be really hot. Again, because he is who he is with the hidden flame stuff, that is the only reason he didn't just lose appendages.
It would quench the barrel before the barrel quenched it.
Yeah. It would, like, finish off all water.
Okay.
So is like star metal like the cooled core of a star itself?
Kind of, yeah. You could almost get into the, like, it's Uru metal, but instead of being the super heavy kind of stuff,
Yeah.
it actually is, like, magically it's super light.
That's
Or
cool.
from the heart of a neutron star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind that. I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay, casting Detect Magic.
Mm-hmm.
You feel the, you get the,
It's got a 30-foot range.
oh, it only has a 30-foot range.
Yeah.
Okay, 30 feet. Yeah, you have an idea that there's a focal point of magic about here. Like, you can feel it, but you can't actually see it.
Okay.
You've got an idea that there is something there. Other than that, the room itself is very magical. You can feel that for sure. You can feel, even though you're not like seeing and fully detecting, but you can feel that just the basically the effect of this thing, this forge, like its influence is far beyond just the forge itself. You can feel that into your little ping.
Yeah. And I'm gonna start pulling my familiar back with its 20 feet of movement because it's just gonna get itself killed down there with no sight.
Okay, it's like, okay, it skitters back 20 feet.
And I'm going to take the, what was it, guard? Dodge, that's it.
You also have dodge?
It's an action.
It's an action that
It's
you
just
can
an
take.
action.
Oh, okay.
Because someone needs to stick back and protect Credence and the magic sword. And everyone
Okay.
else has already hurried off, so it's like, alright.
It's like patient defense,
Yeah,
but you have to use your action
to do it. Yeah,
That's actually what patient defense is. It
Yeah.
says
it's
you
the same thing.
the
You use the
bonus
dodge action.
as a bonus action.
Right.
So,
Okay, that's Caleb Fernando,
Okay.
our man who can see.
I don't have a whole ton of distance that I can go, per se. I got 30 feet movement. Can I reach that guy who's up over by the forge thingy?
Ooh.
That's 30. Let's see here. 5, 10, 15.
Mm.
Yeah, you can only get up to here.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go and dash up to that guy. Go
Okay.
and cover the extra distance. And I'm going. See, the bad guys have a turn after me, so I'll save my reaction for if something happens. But I want to try to use my reaction during their, like at the end of their turn,
Okay.
if that's possible.
Your reaction.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna use. What are you gonna do other than that? Are you gonna move
I
up?
basically go dash up to.
You're gonna
actually-
dash to him.
Yeah. I'll do a dash to him. Hold there. I can't attack after that with bonus or anything else, so I'm going to basically save my reaction to see what he does, if anything.
Okay.
And depending on what happens, I might attack him, I might not, because I have an
Because you have the
attack
ability
reaction.
to. Okay. You run over to him. And then you guys hear the stomping as this thing moves forward. Yeah. You can feel it.
Quick question here. The
Yes.
bear has an ability called Keen Smell.
Yes.
Can I smell this?
You can smell this. You can smell all the creatures around you.
Good.
You can determine them.
Okay. That means I don't have disadvantage if I'm trying to hit them.
Yeah, you know that sucker's a dragon.
Yeah.
Okay, and
It also means they don't have advantage against hitting me.
Because you can smell it.
Because I know where they are.
okay.
Can I act like I don't see the guy next to me?
Like you don't see him?
Mm-hmm.
You just ran right up to him. You can be like,
So I ran that way, but I keep my eye kind of towards where the door was.
you definitely can do something like that. Throw, you,
Or I look like I'm trying to hide back there because I know there was a ledge
you can
there.
roll me a quick deception.
stumble over the ledge just a bit, like, oh, okay.
The only problem is that you have actually called out where some people are in the midst of magical darkness.
So not where enemies were.
No, but you're like, hey, she dropped. She's right over there. Go get her.
So I could have heard that though.
It's, yeah. Anyways,
Either way, that was a 15.
you run over and he's like, I'm gonna kill him. He can't see me yet. That's about the kind of look that you kind of catch out of the sidelong glance.
Because technically, since he's not using his eyes to see, he can be looking wherever he wants and still
It's
be.
very, very true. Because he's not actually seeing through his eyes. The dragon comes up, and you can see, like as it's breathing little tendrils of, well, you can feel the heat. And it just bites down.
Ouch.
It's 9 piercing damage, so that's reduced to 4, and then 3 fire damage. But do you have the bear totem, so it's
I
all
do
halved?
have.
So it's reduced to 1. So you take 5 damage.
We found our tank.
Oh yeah,
That is what
that
I
was
designed him
never
as.
a question. We knew he was going to be the bear tank. All right, okay, that's his turn, and it is now Shalia.
So,
Now, I'm just trying to think here. If you guys would have knowledge, I mean, we have a druid who might have some knowledge about the dragons and stuff.
I have both knowledge, Arcana, and nature.
Right. I'm just wondering. Because it's not like a lot of people meet dragons all that
I
much.
should do a history check if you want me to.
Yeah, you might be more likely.
Sé que son asustosas.
with them being able to see through darkness,
Oh,
is it just
I don't
because
know
they
about
cast they can see it through the spell they cast, or is it any? Like if I cast darkness,
Yeah.
I just
they-
got another nat 20.
What the freak tonight?
I know, so
That's
it's a 20.
amazing.
You need to put that dice. You need to
Can
put
you
that
roll
dice
for
in
me?
some water to see if it's weight and bubble.
There's one that's always
That is
really
metal.
working
You
for
put
me.
it in water, it's going to sink to the bottom. Ain't going to do anything.
Yeah, so that's 26 history.
26 on
Still say
history.
there's a bubble in it.
There's nights he rolls crap, though.
Yeah, it's the same dice that I got
Dice.
2s and 3s all night with.
2 is right
So-
next to 20.
Have you said everything that was in here? Did you call out bad guys, like tell them what was in here?
No, I actually haven't said any of that yet.
Okay, I didn't know if you had or not.
I heard
So
the-
everyone heard the roar. You have a pretty strong inclination that it is a dragon.
Yes.
Because you cannot see it.
Uh-huh.
That's the problem here.
Okay.
But
Was I able to
I will
see it
tell
when it
I will
came
tell
to
you
it?
this. You being with the Fae
Uh-huh.
know a lot about the dragons and kind of their demeanor.
Okay.
To you are a little worried as to why in the world a dragon would even be helping or riding with these things. Why it would be there. Like, either they're keeping out their distance from it, because you can't see what they're doing with it,
Yeah.
and they just kind of, like, took advantage of a dragon trying to get in,
Uh-huh.
or they're controlling it and you have no idea why. So like those are the kind of thoughts that you're having in your head. Just with the knowledge that you have of the dragons, it might turn out for you a little better
Okay.
should you find out what it is.
Can I do an insight check to see if this seems related to the dragon that was being shipped in the boat earlier?
Oh my
to that.
gosh.
Oh boy.
Go ahead, make a roll.
Okay. That's gonna be a 17.
You have a gut check that kind of makes you worry about it. Makes you wonder.
Alright.
You're kind of like,
It's the black dragon market.
maybe.
But it's a red dragon.
You got a little inclination towards it.
Alright.
Hot off the black.
If I get close enough, I can read the dragon's thoughts and sort of see
Sorry,
what's
black
going on
market.
there.
That's correct. I'm not good with advance off.
Beat squared.
Okay. Alright, that is Filial.
Well, I haven't actually
Oh,
done
no, that was
anything
your
yet.
stuff.
That was technically my turn.
Yeah, that was on Shalia's turn, so I just wanted to make sure that he knew that.
Yeah,
So,
no.
Shalia, you need to make your turn. Up for
I'm,
half? Or are you staying down?
I'm gonna crouch. I'm not gonna get up all the way. I kind of want to stay behind
So,
Key and
you're still going to
Maze.
crouch. That's, we'll just say half movement.
Yeah.
So, you're crouching.
Trying to decide what to do.
Just don't take a step backwards.
What? What? You don't want me to step backwards?
No.
Why would I not step backwards?
Technically, that forge is up. So, like,
Yeah, so then she can trip.
but she's crouching, so her head is there. Like, she would bump her head
I
against
put my
it.
head against
So
it.
it's too far off.
Destroy.
With how close you are, you might be losing hair. Like, you don't want
Or
to get
my
too close,
hood.
you may just lose your...
I do have a hood on, so.
Yeah.
It's one heck of a hairdryer.
Trying to decide.
You guys,
Come out
those
now.
who are near the forge, you can definitely feel the sucker. It hurts to be around.
So we've been in this place for a week. Is there a way up the stairs and out of the darkness that I could kind of work my way around without getting trapped in the spell?
You can definitely try. Yes, so what you guys see here, I don't have a map big enough to draw out.
Yeah, no, I get that.
What's
That's why I was
here
asking.
is this thing here. It moves up and then along the wall, along the further wall sides, you've got actual like buildings and things, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't lead down, like you couldn't walk down. They all lead here and come back down the forge way. But yes, you definitely could be up out of the darkness.
Because her thought process is if I get out of the darkness, one of these guys is going to end up following me. And it takes at least some bad guy out of the equation.
Great idea.
So I'm going to,
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You're out of the darkness currently.
And I'm going to do my
Dash?
Dash.
Okay, so
And
you're like
get in-
out here.
Yeah, and in a spot where I'm in cover. Because obviously they've shot at me once.
Oh, aren't there rooms up
I don't
there?
want to be shot again.
Well, you technically have cover with this thing, because
Yeah.
that baby stands pretty
Stands
tall.
pretty tall.
Also, aren't there rooms up there that you could also run into?
Yeah, she could go hide into the rooms, but with her dash action, she can get at least far enough to have angle on this where they can't really get at her.
They'd have to go up and around.
They'd have to be making some crazy shots. I mean, this guy might if he can get away from him, but
Yep. Okay.
yeah, good idea.
Thanks.
Okay. Bjorn?
So, few questions here. Brainstorm. Okay. Guy underneath me. He's prone right now.
Absolutely.
I have advantage against him.
Yes, you
right? Okay.
But don't you have disadvantage in the dark?
But I can smell, so I know where he is.
He knows exactly where he is. I was going to say, whether he smells or not, that boy's right here. All he has to do is...
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, there's no disadvantage to that.
Can you just lay on him and squish him?
Just suffocate him to death.
Him being underneath
Little
me,
smothering
is
rug.
He died with a big soft blanket in his face.
Is he currently incapacitated?
No, he's not incapacitated.
Or is he like immobilized or anything that he can't
Um,
move out without getting grappled?
He's grappled, yes. Like, he's gonna have to fight his way out to get out.
I'm just wondering if I even need to roll to get a crit on him. Okay, I am going to be rolling for the biting claws on him.
Okay.
That is bad rolls.
Mm.
I'm going to use my luck on that.
Because
That's a natural 20.
of course. Okay.
Went from a 7 and a 2 to a natural 20.
And
And
then
a 7, I think.
The claws. 17 to hit.
Yep, hits.
Okay, so 1 crit with the bite, and then just a normal hit with the claws.
Okay.
So crit is the die 8. And claws.
Go for the jugular.
Go for the eyes, boo! Go for the eyes! Anyone who gets that one, good on you for playing Baldur's Gate. Or watching that one episode of Acquisitions Incorporated where they brought that character in.
Yeah.
It was still cool either way.
18 to
Ooh.
18 damage on the bite, and then 13 on the claws.
Woo! All right. The bear just like you just tear into him and then just bite down and just rip out any of the vocal cords, muscles, and everything here. You almost decapitate him. Like you can feel the teeth scrape against the back of his spine, and you just rip everything else out. He is so dead. That thing's gone.
Cute ragdoll.
I turn around and look at the others. Now, here's what the question was at the beginning. I'm assuming this darkness spell is a concentration spell,
Mm-hmm.
with what I know from magic.
Yes.
Killing this guy,
Mm-hmm.
was he one of the casters?
Yes. And in this section, Now it's clear.
Okay.
Completely useless session.
So you can now see
That is good.
30 feet over here. Okay.
Not where I'm at.
Not yet. Okay. Bjorn has his turn. These guys now.
Bear is looking a little rough for wear.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Poor bear.
Yeah. Not quite half yet.
Alright. Two of them are able to get stabs in on you. 12 damage reduced to 6. Freaking barbarian.
Scratch your Barrett.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Fidele's turn.
Okay. So I'm going to continue walking towards the door since I can't sense anybody yet.
30.
Okay. Am I within 30 feet of anybody yet?
You're
Yes. Okay, so I sense where they are.
With your thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I? So what are they thinking?
So you're casting another detect thoughts?
Well, it goes for a minute. Do I need to cast another one?
Well, you easily used a minute up here with
Okay,
the-
yeah, so cast another one.
Okay. So you cast detect thoughts to try and catch a hold of him.
Mhm.
All that's on his mind is, I need to reposition and get that damn thing down. Referring to Shalia.
Thing. Wow. All right. So I'm just going to call out at him like, "Wow, a kill squad and a dragon for one girl. One might think that you don't. One might think that you're not confident in your abilities."
What's the save?
It's 14.
Roll your damage.
also objectifying females much.
To be fair, the Gagamoth, freaking like the hierarchy is female.
It's an H turn.
No, the Drow hierarchy is female.
No,
Sorry.
Gagamoth is different.
Okay. Okay, that's gonna be 6 psychic damage.
6 psychic damage. All of a sudden, you just hear out of the darkness just a.
Well. Suddenly,
You know where he's at!
this might be fine. Well,
Hello there.
I have an idea.
Did he die?
No.
Oh, sorry. He does have disadvantage on his attack rolls this turn now.
It's fine.
It's on his next attack roll.
Okay.
No, he
He's trying to see.
if he can get to me.
Alright.
Oh my gosh, you really about to miss these up.
No.
This is on 30 feet.
I can dodge. I can use that out of turn, can
Right, it's a reaction.
Yeah, I think you're out of range. So,
So you could
he pulls the arrow, and he kind of looks, and he just aims down, knowing that he can't get at her. And he's like,
Was he speaking Elven, or was he speaking Gagmoth specifically?
oh my holy crap!
I got crit on, didn't I?
No, you didn't, because he's at disadvantage. Oh, man. Yeah, instead, so he turns and he fires. He lets it fly. It ends up firing off this way and ricocheting.
Oh, jeez, no.
It hits into the fire and just kind of like it hits in flames. It doesn't really do anything special, but you actually hear a like when he lets go, because he was pissed.
Yeah.
When he turned to you, he like drew further back to do it and lets go, and all of a sudden you hear like this just catastrophic snap from the twang, and he's like, "You son of a die!" He throws down the bow.
How could you miss? I was 10 feet in front of you!
25 or 30.
Okay.
Which is Mark again.
Roll that happened. That was not good. This guy ends up attacking. What's your AC currently?
Me.
Fernando. You're at 16, right?
Yeah, 16, possible 18 if I go and boost it with Defensive Duelist.
Okay, so he would.
3 now, right? Because it's proficiency, but it's just increased level 5.
Yes, it is actually.
Everyone's
It would be 19 then.
With defensive
He's
duels.
defensive, yeah.
Does defensive duels have to be melee range?
It does have to be melee range, but I didn't
Yes.
melee.
Oh, it's in melee
never
range.
mind then, yeah. I think that's the same.
So-
for some reason.
He draws to attack you. He would technically hit you if you want to use your defensive duelist. You can react and do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So he swings and you just with your I guess with your right hand because wait, are you right or left-handed? You're right-handed, right?
I'm not left-handed.
He takes the parrying dagger and just deflects it off. That's that guy's turn. It is now Key's turn. Then Mitten, Zero, Caleb, and Fernando. So get your stuff ready.
Surprise Peachy win.
Mittens is up on deck. Surprise Peachy duende.
Can't see anything, can I?
You technically cannot, because it's only cleared out to about here.
But I've heard the dragon roar.
You have heard the dragon roar, yes.
Alright, I'm gonna take a few steps forward to stand on the anvil.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna whisper a few Eldritch words, pull out an Eldritch dagger, and throw it 120 feet towards that dragon. Yeet! Eldritch blast. But it's gonna be a key version, so it's a dagger.
That's actually really cool. I like that idea.
Again, nobody can see me performing magic except for this guy, but he's distracted, so.
Don't you have 3 beams now?
No.
No, not yet?
I'm a level 1.
It's currently, first beam, 1 beam.
Yeah, but it is and
Yeah, but
It's outside of your range.
It is a cantrip, but the extra beams are from an Eldritch Invocation.
I don't know, it's from the cantrip leveling up, I believe.
Yeah, so by level 17 you should have 4 beams.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm only level 5.
Which
I think you have 2.
But you're only a level 1 warlock, so like you'll
cantrips level up for the character level.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh, then that's beautiful.
Yeah.
So you will top off at four beams, unless you have something that you can add extra beams.
You can add, I know there's a Eldritch Invocation which allows you to add like charisma modifier.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Let me just shoot 12 beams. Alright.
Alright. When you reach higher levels, 2 beams at level 5. It doesn't say.
So that's 2 beams.
Oh yeah, you currently have 2 beams because it's based off your actual level, so you have 2 beams.
I didn't.
So-
I thought it was based off my warlock level. That's why.
I thought it was 2, so that's cool.
Yeah, so I don't get the same modifiers I do with my daggers. My daggers are a little bit better to hit.
Right. You reach inside and pull, like, you were thinking about pulling the daggers and you feel these other things form in your hand, and you're just like, that works.
I'm doing this because I have a larger range.
Yeah, because they have a ton of range.
And then this is a disadvantage.
It's your Iron Man memes.
Yeah. Is that disadvantage?
Yes, it's a disadvantage.
Alright, so the first beam is a natural. It would be a natural 20, but that's a 6 plus 4, so 10.
Let me ask where the specific
I'm
direction.
hit straight down towards where I hit the dragon roaring.
Okay, you literally have a straight line to the dragon, so cool.
So that was a 6 plus 4, so 10. The
10?
first beam.
Nope.
And 7. So both of them miss.
You send them flying.
Disadvantage.
You do hear the dragon just kind of as something comes blasting by him but does not hit.
Alright. Cunning action. I'm going to use the rest of my movement and I'm going to dash up towards Shelia.
Alright, so you only move like
10.
15 feet.
15 feet, so I have
45.
feet. I'm just going to book it up
Okay.
towards Shelia.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm sorry. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
Yeah.
Okay, up here.
I use my action, my movement, and the bonus action, so that's it.
Alright, cool.
I wish some of these things I could cast.
Mittens, you're up.
Yeah, I can't move, so.
You can't move?
Nope, because I last.
Oh, because the last 2 you did your super dash.
Yeah, just not good.
Bye, Mittens. Thanks.
Thanks for saving us. Stand by.
fine.
Oh,
I feel like I'm probably drawing more attention than the cat in the
Yeah,
back.
and my blade ward falls.
And
Yeah,
then
you
I'm
really were
on
Yeah.
Special weapon 60 feet in front.
Yeah, that was me because I'm like not even really in the fight yet. Like, I feel like compared to the cat right now.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35,
Yeah, no.
50, 55, 60. Yeah! That's awesome!
I can't. I'm just casting spiritual weapon 60 feet front.
I know. I just.
Spiritual weapon.
Might give him a little bit of a start.
Doesn't
Spiritual
matter.
weapon doesn't matter.
And his weapon, or his bow just shattered, so he's just like, dang it! Looks over, there's just a hammer floating in the air.
Yeah,
like,
what's your spiritual weapon?
It's a stick with a feather in the end.
Yes.
It's a catnip ball.
It's a mace.
It's mace.
It should be a.
Cat of nine tails.
Yeah.
Flail.
A mace.
A flail.
And my ass.
Alright, it's a flail. So it's sitting there just hanging, just like getting ready to attack.
A cat of 9 tails.
You technically can attack, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Damn.
I did that one, but yes.
Yes, you did. I was just repeating your joke because nobody seemed to hear it.
Yeah.
No, I heard it.
16.
Being connected to that spiritual weapon, you can feel the aura of the character, like the energy of that character.
16.
16 to hit? Yes, it just hits.
6.
6 damage. Alright. Those nearby just hear this crack against the guy who just thrown down the bow. And he just.
Hey, can I understand anything?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of swearing going on. I don't want to put that on stream. So, yeah, he's not very happy about what's going on.
Tashalia, she's chuckling.
She's gotta be dying. Yeah, she's like, in your own stupid freaking darkness.
No parents.
If she could, she'd also probably be insulting them, but, you know.
Yeah.
I don't call them damage that way.
Hey.
Okay, it is Nero, and then Caleb. Nero, you're up. Caleb on up the bat.
I
After
assume I
on
heard the
deck.
guy both get hit and his bowstring breaking.
Yes.
So I'm gonna make my way towards him.
Okay.
And he's also currently cussing in Yagamon.
As I'm walking up, I'm gonna go ahead and stow the pistol. And
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and two-hand the family sword.
All right.
And let's see what happens. So, darkness, I have disadvantage normally, but darkness causes disadvantage. It's just a straight roll.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm making 2 melee attacks, so.
Yep.
We'll see what happens. Oh boy. I'm pretty sure one of those misses. It's not a nat 1, but it is a 2. So let's see. That is a 14, 20 to hit.
Okay. 20 hits.
And. Yeah, that doesn't hit. Alright, so 1 hit.
Okay.
Okay, that is almost max damage.
Nice.
So that is 11, 12, 13, 14 points damage.
14 points of damage. You just come through. You swing through. You find that open place. And just cut straight up into his clavicle, cutting open around his neck, and just bury it. Like you feel it crack into the bone, and he just and he drops.
Not having a good day, are you?
Apparently, he was not having a good day.
And we're the next visible spot.
Visible spot.
Are
The
you?
next visible spot.
Or was he not a caster?
Oh, they all have to be.
They all have to be, or they can come.
So the next visible spot is here because he was
Hey, you can
Just behind me!
So I can see him fall, and I'm just like,
Well, to be fair,
pathetic. Couldn't even be quiet when you
Let's say it
died.
is-
So I can see my spiritual weapon now.
Well,
You have a space of darkness right
I
here.
probably can't see anything.
Yeah, so you have a space of darkness here that you can't see, but if you were like here, you could see through.
Am I up on the
You are up, but it also does go up too. So
okay, and yeah, I believe that'll be all of Nero's actions.
okay, Kalen, you're up, and then Fernando, get ready.
I still gotta protect Cretans. What if, like, honestly, with just forging this, what if someone comes around the back and steals it?
To be fair, with Cretus, every time we looked away from him and looked back, he somehow managed to fight a group of enemies. So,
You do-
like,
you do
it's
know-
not a bad call.
You do know one thing: there is only one exit and one entrance to this place.
I mean, yes, but
Caution. Yeah.
Yes, magic is
magic is magic.
magic.
Invisible creatures.
Because magic.
That's why I have detect magic running. I'm gonna try and wake him up. It's probably not gonna work. But
Okay, so you're gonna go back to wake Credence. Okay, so you're leaving here to go back to Credence.
I thought he was.
He was
not-
already in the room with Credence.
Right, yeah. Well, you've been out here doing stuff, right?
No.
He's been in the room
Oh,
with
so you're not
Credence.
even
Only
you're not
been
even dealing with
doing
any of that stuff.
Only his
Okay.
familiars been out doing stuff in the
Okay.
actual area.
Cool. So yeah, you are back with Credence. You attempt to wake him up. You just you shake him. You're like, come on! You just do anything to get him. He's like,
5 more minutes.
yeah. He just kind of goes. He's like, it's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Shut up.
So I'm assuming because he's just forging, he's not wearing his armor.
No, he's not in armor. He's like in his smithing stuff.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on
Okay,
because I don't have much.
just in case.
Yeah, just in case. I'm gonna pull him. Actually, wait. I'm gonna dismiss my familiar as a bonus action.
Okay.
Because I can do that and Nappy won't die because he's in a pocket dimension.
Smart child. Okay,
Forgot I could dismiss him.
okay.
Should we bring him back from next to me?
He has to do the insert range of me.
Like 5 feet. Gotcha.
He wasn't gonna get there anyway.
No, I did that. 5 to 10 feet from you.
Well, let's see. 20. Yeah, like 5 turns.
Yeah.
Okay, so Caleb does his thing. Fernando, you're up. Oh, magic. Because you still have detect magic going on.
Yes. I was right, wasn't I?
Yeah, you outthought me a little bit.
Yes!
So, and I thought you were further out this way, that you weren't in the room with him. So, being as it is, you know that there is a group in there with you.
A group?
Yes.
Does it sound like a group walking while he has to take magic going? He's got it going since like the entire time.
No. They are walking in with you currently.
Okay.
So they've had to make their way along up through here to do this, but they are making their way and they are now coming into the room.
So I'm just sitting there with my blades on and just cast Mage Armor on him.
Yeah, and you turn around and you're like, oh.
Hey, look, they're all clumped together right now. I wonder if you have any area spells.
Oh, I do.
Fireball!
just sit there and just go.
Explosion! Great balls of fire!
That's, I guess it's my turn, huh?
It's your turn for now, yes. But that at the end of your turn, that's when they come. There are 6 of them.
Oh dear.
Unless they're underling, I don't think you're winning this fight. But of course, I am just being a little face.
I don't have to win, I just have to escape.
With Credence.
Thunderstep?
Yeah.
But
Someone with you with understand.
Yeah.
Okay, so is Caleb, Fernando, you're up.
Okay, so I rolled a 4, 10, and an 8 in that order. They have plus 10 on them because I'm using the freaking greatsword, and that leveled up a lot. And I have 3 attacks also partly because level up and because greatsword.
You had the one that, yeah.
That being said, 14 minimum to hit.
14 does not hit.
Okay. Then 18 and 20.
Those hit.
Okay. The last of those also had feint on it, which was the... yeah. So I...
the damage.
Dice.
Do you need more dice?
I have dice. I just need to remember which one I have. Or I need...
What's up?
Which...
That's a 1.
That's a 1. Okay, so that's a 1 and a 4 plus 9 on each of them. So 10 plus 13, 23 damage plus 8 because...
Because reasons.
well, because... actually...
Do you need a calculator?
I think he's dead, bro.
Well, plus...
I have to teach them off.
Where'd it go?
I guess the D8 goes in on the next one.
I mean,
You killed him, dude.
Yeah.
Just-
If he's dead, then no worries. I'll just.
He's dead.
There's
There's blood
everywhere.
everywhere.
So your initial attack, he's able to fend it off. The second two, though, just so fast, and just like spray of blood as this cleaves through, and he just like falls as part of his body separate from him.
New spot.
there is no
new
such
spots.
thing as overkill. Only open fire and time to reload.
This is now clear here, so this entire section is gone.
I
You
use
still have this section.
1/ my turn to move up to the bear.
Okay.
So I can see.
You can see, you just can't see where the main bad guys are.
In between them or here?
Excuse
I
me.
pick one of the. Can I, yeah, we'll go. We'll go.
Or do you want to be here?
Yeah.
So you can pick either. But you're not. Well, you're still. Yeah. It's okay. That's good because you got the bear. Okay.
Yeah. If you have any like, I think you have a rally.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about a
I was
third
going to. I just couldn't.
as the bear right now.
I don't know if I could actually. No, is Finn's bonus action? I think Finn's bonus action.
Bonus action, yes.
Okay, then I'm out of bonus actions for this
No
round.
problem.
But I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. I believe he will survive this round.
You could also tell the rest of us what bad guys they are.
Did he miss?
I'm just waiting for you to go. What?
I know, me too.
I'm beginning to think that these like Yagamoth, even with their massive overcompensation of bringing a dragon, were not well equipped enough.
They were definitely compensating.
To be fair, apparently 6 of them bypassed us.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
I am proud of my decision now. I was just sitting there like, I want to fight the dragon!
Okay, so. Freaking A, man. So the guy atop.
you've left enough.
This
marks.
thing that's atop the dragon, you definitely find out there's something there now. You could smell him before, but you know he's there. As he takes a swing at you, it just misses. And as that happens, the dragon comes up to bite at you, but luckily you're kind of there, and you just... You just smack his face hard.
Is this
You actually
normal
hear...
dragon? Like-
You actually hear the dragon's... Like, you hear the dragon's head just kind of... against the ground.
Did you just the dragon?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
No.
And live to tell the tale, no less.
We don't know that one yet.
The dragon. I feel like the dragon's just sitting there like, what just happened?
It wasn't really so much of your own choice, though. It was more like reaction to him missing. You were like trying to move, and you just kind of whack right into the dragon's face. It was just poorly timed, but you were freaking strong.
I have a quick question.
Yes,
Can
sir.
the dragon see through the darkness?
Can the dragon see through the darkness?
I think dragons have.
This one
true sight or
can
sense or
see.
something.
They have true sight.
It's
Line
not
sense.
because the dragon can do it.
I'm Nero. I don't.
That's a
I
little
don't
meta.
know.
I'm not
Yeah.
trying to give anything away, but yes, this dragon is not rolling at disadvantage. I'll say that
Okay.
much.
Can I try and intimidate the dragon by
It's
growling at
still not at disadvantage. I rolled a freaking 1. Anyway, yeah, you want to growl at it and intimidate it?
it? Yes.
Roll your intimidation.
The more against the evil.
Like, I'm not expecting much here. An 11.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Wait, intimidation, that can base off your strength stat, can it?
He's roaring. That's not off his strength.
Yeah.
Lung capacity, though.
Leah, you're up to go. Then Bjorn.
I guess that would be con, not strength.
So this place echoes, right?
Yes,
so
it
if I'm
does.
loud enough that they can hear me. This group.
Yeah, all of this you can hear going on.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna continue my little trek around. However far I can get.
Okay.
And meanwhile, be like, for coming after me, you guys are kind of sucking at actually hitting your target. You should probably stop focusing on the bear.
They shot you twice in the beginning of this fight.
You were down.
But I'm not down now, and they're still focusing on the bear.
Running from it's probably worse at this point, though.
To
That's
be
the
fair,
problem.
you don't know it, but apparently you're not even the main target, because they only sent like 5 guys in the dragon after you, and they sent 6 guys after Credence.
I mean,
Yeah,
did
but
we
I don't
just
know.
say you're not the main target because they sent 5 guys and a dragon?
I would be
What are you-
disappointed too. I can't believe it.
We all know the red target's me.
You're not even important enough to send 6 guys. They just sent a dragon instead of 2 of them.
No,
Hey,
no.
I didn't
All
say
right,
These guys
it's
here
now.
just
Are you done
threw
then?
them out
Yeah.
almost
Okay, Bjorn, you're up.
So don't
Okay.
worry.
Oh, by the way, I say this all in Yagamoth too.
Okay,
So-
so no one but them
Yeah.
understand it, and they just kind of like they're just having to deal. So
So,
Don't worry.
those 2
You're
between
smaller.
me and Fernando,
It's you, that's what
do I have
I'm
advantage against them?
well, the 2 between you and Fernando.
Yes.
The ones that they would be, because technically they do have,
You're not really on. Like, you're not like this.
Yeah.
true,
They
but they're both engaged by bows at opposite ends.
yes, technically. Given that, I also should technically have advantage because I got 3
Yeah.
places on
Oh, I
him.
thought you were rolling it with advantage.
I
didn't know you
haven't
weren't.
been.
Oh.
You've also
But
got
that's
a large
my
creature.
it's my own fault though. So
You've also got a large creature against me as well.
yeah, I've also I do, but I'm not worried. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, you've got both of them. Both of them are engaged. I'm okay with that. The thing is that you are both engaged by them too. So it's
Yes.
kind of like it's. Let's just call it even. Let's just call it even.
Okay.
Let's call it even.
Engage.
Then low was 16 to hit.
Lowest was 16 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, you hit on everything that you hit with.
Okay.
Just freaking barely, but yes.
Barely. Sorry.
Ooh.
That is pretty.
Oh my gosh.
That is pretty.
Death.
Death to all.
Death.
to the non-believers.
And more clear spots.
Say again?
How do Yagamoth taste, I
30
wonder?
points of damage.
To which one?
Sickly, I'd assume.
Furthest from me.
This one?
Yes.
I don't know what he has to
As
drag.
I set you rolling.
Collateral damage as he just backpaws.
All right.
Spiders.
That one gets rid of this area. So now this whole entire area is clear, but you still have to deal with this stuff here.
That's no fun.
Sorry.
You see like a dragon head like peeking out the top.
It's not that big.
So the cartoon
Honestly-
clouds.
This
Huh?
is okay because the guys that are in the area there can still fight effectively.
So the
It's very
cartoon dusty
true.
fights where you just see arms and legs popping out of the dust.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. That is Bjorn's turn. Or are you moving?
That is Bjorn's turn.
All right. Ooh, okay. What the heck? Sorry, guys.
Every week.
I know. I forget to turn the stupid media down.
I do like the wind chime, though. It's a very subtle
Yeah.
ringtone. Not so subtle now that I've brought it up and pointed it out, but...
It's not actually a ringtone. It's a motion sensor on my Ring doorbell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's empty. That's empty too.
How dare you?
Okay.
That's weird.
So these two are able to attack. They pull out and just they stab with a dagger. It doesn't do as much as it would have, because each of them does like 5, so it's like 10 reduced to 5. But you do need to make me a con save, which I'm sure you have an advantage with. But is it strength and con, right, or is it just strength saves?
Let me check.
I think it's just strength, actually. Thinking about it, you've got a massive con anyway. I'm guessing, like,
I'm a bear right now.
yeah.
It's almost like he's a bear.
The bear gets insta-killed by the soul-sucking daggers.
Oh, not that. Not it's not.
Oh, okay.
But,
it's just poison. Got
Would
it.
it turn him back into a furball, or would he still? Or would
No, he'd be
die?
gone. He'd be
Okay.
gone.
The other option, though, you could go is you could turn back into a floorball and not be able to turn back into a
So-
bear again.
Do I need
That would be
to?
really cool.
That
Do
would
I
be-
need to make
That
one
must suck.
individually for each of them, or do I need to
until he sees
Do I need to make
You-
2 or 1 check?
2.
2? Okay.
He basically steals that wild shape away.
Yeah.
That would be a really cool thing. But it
Sorry,
would have to be like a different type of dagger.
Just a concept.
It's a great idea.
So that low is... So it's a save?
Yeah.
Yeah, low is 8.
8.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Okay. The bear
I say.
drops.
Unconscious?
Yes.
The bear is a furbolg.
The bear is a furbolg.
I also lose my
The
rage.
distance.
You need another super mushroom.
Suddenly, Fernando yelling.
Oh, we don't know.
You hear this finally in
Oh, shoot.
in their stuff.
Oh, shoot. You found me.
Dang.
He
Okay.
killed 3 of them. 2 of them.
Fedial, you're up.
All right. So I am going to walk forward. I'm not even going to spare a glance at the body as I step over it.
And then Key, Mittens, Nero.
And that should bring me within 30 feet of the dragon, so I can.
Read the dragon's thoughts.
Yeah.
Roar.
Right here.
Yeah. All right. Is that within 30 feet of the dragon?
Can you understand their thoughts if you don't speak their language?
Yes.
Yes, because your thoughts aren't necessarily in the language.
Oh, okay.
Because I can now do something with that too.
Yep. You're within 30.
Okay. So can I sense his thoughts?
You hear how freaking pissed off it is somewhere deep, like there is a conflict going on.
Okay.
He's also a writer.
You hear on the surface the conflict of just these rage and anger and almost just images of flames, along with control, with like telling it what to do, orders coming down into it, and it not being able to resist it.
It's being mind controlled. Okay.
Or
Can
the dragon's
I-
going.
Can I try to break that control somehow?
I guess technically you could. You have a feeling that you need to kind of smack it out of it.
Okay.
You do have ways to do that without actually physically walking up and smacking it.
Because if I do psychic damage to it, it would jar it probably.
Yeah.
All right.
I just got the picture of him going up and smacking
Just-
the dragon.
just pimp slapping a dragon.
We've already had it once.
Is that better or worse than moving the snoot?
To be fair though, that would go. I'm gonna smack the dragon.
Oh crap!
Yeah, the non-combat bard walking up and just. Niet!
Yeah.
Instead, he's gonna viciously mock the dragon.
I know.
That's exactly what I'm gonna
Just
do.
mockery.
All right, it's like, really, with all that power, you let these incompetents control you?
Okay, roll your damage.
Oh, it worked.
I failed. Okay.
Well, it is being controlled.
Well, that's gonna be another 6 psychic damage.
Okay, 6 psychic damage. You actually, when that happens, you watch both dragon and rider just like they both scream in pain.
Isn't that still in darkness?
True, you don't watch, you hear
Yeah.
that happening. In my head, I'm seeing it all.
Sorry.
He's describing it for Fernando, okay?
What? So I'm not part of the freaking game of werewolf over there.
For that and in that moment,
Uh-huh.
you hear,
Guy with a sword that I stole.
"You're mine!"
From the dragon?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, bring it out into the light.
All right, that's for y'all. Key, your turn.
Oh, still can't see it, can I?
Nope.
Nope.
Can't see anything, can I?
No.
You can't see the action over here. Yeah.
Fine, I'm just gonna keep running over to Shulia.
I'm gonna keep running away from you, apparently.
Yeah. Using cunning action as well. So,
Oh, then you'll catch up to me.
and then so as soon as I get within 30 feet from her, I'm gonna focus, and then in your mind you hear, so they're after you.
Remember the British accent.
so
They're after you.
they're after you.
They're after you, darling.
As I just come running, so they're after you.
Is that what a reaction's gonna be? What the? Yeah,
So Brothers were like, what?
and probably Yagamot too.
It seems you're in quite a conundrum.
And from where I'm at, do we have a shot at whatever's down there, or are the tanks in the way?
This is also, yeah, they are also in the
So
way.
the tanks are in the way?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm just gonna...
You'd also be blind firing into darkness.
Yeah.
That can be fun.
With teammates.
It's worked so well so far.
It's worked really well.
Yeah, that's gonna be... I guess I could cast Blade Ward on me again, but I don't think anything's gonna hit me up there, so...
When suddenly another 6 Yagamoth.
So that's it. I'm just gonna come up and say that. I'm just, so, they're after you.
Why are you British?
So, quick question:
What's
with
British?
the dragon coming after me, though, did the connection that was controlling it break, or
You just heard what it said.
okay?
It
Whether
did not
it's
say
actually
it was coming
after you.
after you specifically, it might be talking about its rider.
Well, I mean, yeah, I suppose that's true.
No,
Yeah, that's my
nonetheless,
turn.
just book
That's
it.
your turn. All right, Mittens, and then Nero is up after that.
Okay, I guess I can see in front of me now.
Yes.
You can see up to here-ish.
Did I see the people going past me into
Not
the
at all.
room?
No.
They're
No,
invisible.
they didn't go past me. They went around.
And they're invisible.
Yeah, he can't see. He can't see them in the room. He just knows they're there because
I
of
know
magic.
they're there, though.
Yeah.
Fernando,
And he hasn't
I'm
said
currently at full health. Don't try
So-
any healing thing. If you can wake
Not
me up,
gonna
that'd be
worry about
amazing. Or just
I'm
kill
going
them.
to move forward.
No, don't heal
My
me. That's what you're
regular-
saying.
Yeah, don't heal me. I'm at full health right now.
Okay.
I was just not
And then I'm
unconscious.
gonna
I have not taken
Move
any
my
damage as
thing
of
20
total.
feet forward. That's a bonus action.
It would
Make
be
an
healing.
attack
It
with
would
it.
be temp hit points. It would
Yeah.
be overheal.
So,
But
so
that-
that's a question of
temporary
mine.
wounds do not
So,
carry over
can't the thing
to
only
the
move
thing,
based on what she can
which I'm
see?
going to be turning into almost immediate.
She can move it 20 feet forward. It literally moved in a straight line.
I know, but like with attacks and stuff, like.
It's just...
Sorry, it just confuses me because she's the one controlling it, but she can't see what she's swinging at. Or where they are.
Technically, yes. You were right.
I'm sorry,
I don't
I do
know, not
this.
as far
I
as
do
what
this
it
to
says.
myself also.
It doesn't say anything about sight.
It's true. The way I played it on the last one is that she could basically kind of sense it and feel it, because the whole thing is a spiritual thing. She's controlling some spiritual essence to create a weapon that floats in the middle of somewhere. Real cool. It's way cooler that this thing can kind of sense what's going on.
I love that. Real cool.
So I have no problem with the fact that you can at least tell that there's something there, even if the flail just happened to like knock against it.
He's just going forward, just going...
Just spinning, just spinning.
It'll hit something.
He'll tap it, then I'll attack it.
Just hope it's not Fred.
Yeah, no, it's something. It must attack whatever it touches. Just beating the crap out of Fernando.
Roll 22 to hit.
22.
And it does 11 damage.
11 damage. Alright. Yeah, 11 damage. You just, again, like, Fernando sees this thing moving into the darkness,
Don't let that guy
and
hurt me.
it's like glowing to him, and it just whoosh, swings around and just crack across his face. You can hear the cheekbone break as it slaps him.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I
Capacity to
can't even imagine how painful that had to
Rest it like a head. Neutralized.
be. Something.
Rest of his short life.
Yeah, his life is
Alright,
not a very
Nero,
long time.
you're up to go.
Does that
I
trigger
still-
concentration?
See what?
Does that
I
trigger
turned the media volume down. What?
I think it
Show
does
me
nice.
notification volume.
Would that trigger
Yeah.
concentration check for the darkness?
Yes, it would. Absolutely. I haven't had to worry so much about it because you guys keep killing him on the spot.
I know. This is
Full recovery, 6
Over here, pff,
dang it.
So
disappears.
psychologically.
Does that reveal the
3
dragon?
keeps.
Did you reveal the
You can
foot of
see the
dragon?
tail end of the dragon. Yes, you can see the backside.
What color is it?
Red.
It is red.
Okay, well I didn't know that yet. So.
You know
I
now very fully that it's
Oh,
red.
yes, I do.
And all the flame imagery and stuff when you caught
Oh,
its
yeah,
mind,
huh.
its thoughts, you're like, yeah, it's probably a red dragon.
Oh yeah.
It's a white dragon.
That wouldn't make any sense at all.
It's a very angry white dragon.
I want to use elements I don't know how to use. I'm gonna burn you to death. Oh yeah, wait a minute.
I will learn just so I can watch you burn.
Then I'll freeze you and I'll burn you again. All right, so no,
We got a never-ending loop of frost and fire.
Humans can do it, so can I.
okay, so
Freezer bird.
you got the little catch there of it. You definitely know it's a red dragon. You obviously know that there is no reason on the planet that this thing would want to work with the Yagamoth.
Mm-hmm.
You obviously know it was mind controlled anyway.
Mm-hmm.
A smile grows across your face for just a moment, thinking about what's going to happen to them.
So you guys just see the darkness disappear, a dragon tail flip in, and just Fariel standing there smirking.
Yep, Nero, you're up.
So I'm assuming I'm just going to leave that to you then.
I think we're all going to leave it to the dragon.
Again, I still can't see anything.
You can see the tail.
Yes, but charging a dragon. Not the stupidest thing I've ever done.
No.
But like,
Not the same thing Nero's done.
no, Nero hasn't made any terrible choices.
Jumping
here.
into shark-infested waters raises to mind.
Yeah, and guess
To
what?
save his best
I
friend.
speared the shark.
Also,
So
full-on
who's the greater threat?
full-on body checking 3 hellhounds at the same time was also.
That
and
wasn't-
I've successfully pushed them off. I have not failed except for the fact that they ate me because I didn't have
I'm not failing except for the fact that I died. All right, come on.
I'd move in, but again, I don't know where anything is other than a dragon.
Right, so are you moving to the dragon? You moving into the darkness?
I would preferably not be in front of the dragon.
You've probably heard him talk. You can hear noises enough.
Right. But like, again, pitch black and noises, in my head, I can't see a way of me knowing where it is. The best I can do is walk and then accidentally bump into something.
Okay.
But I can't figure out how to do that without metagaming where I want to go.
I mean, assuming you're walking into the fray of stuff,
Yeah.
you're gonna walk somewhere here.
They are making quite a lot of noise as they hit each other with stuff.
For some reason, I just see this happening, and all I can think of is I'm one with the force. The force is one with me.
You definitely are gonna like if you do that, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, that's not that's not
Yeah,
Fernando.
there's a thing, but what
There's
is
a thing. It's not Fernando.
Yeah.
If it's not Fernando,
So,
it's not the furball because he ain't furry.
Listen for the Yagamoth swearing.
Man.
These are like the least stealthy assassins in the history of assassins.
I just imagine now, like,
Nero, all the
walks.
stealthy ones are after me.
Nero walks in and is like kind of like feeling around and just like walks into the Yagamoth, just like,
Stab.
yeah, I think it's Yagamoth.
Sword.
Alright, I'll take
Nero,
2
baby.
swings.
It's like,
Okay.
Nero.
Please.
Okay.
Did you just try pointing at a guy that can't see?
No, not that, like, grab. It's like, grab, pull you over here. Right in front of you.
Hit the thing in front of you now!
That is true. He could see you coming in. He's like,
Yeah.
he's right here.
I'm gonna go assume that both those hits, the lowest was a 18.
Okay, yeah.
All
Roll your
right.
damage.
2d12 points of damage. Let's see how this goes.
Gosh, yeah.
Good job.
Equally.
I can re-roll that because it's a 2. That's a 2 again.
You
Wow.
can't re-roll it again though.
No.
No, that's all I want.
Equally.
Wow, that's disappointing. 10 points of damage.
10
Less than
points
I
of
did with a
damage?
single strike.
Goodbye.
Just enough.
It's like, Nero, run forward. The next way is in front of you.
You take the head. He's dropped.
And we're standing in a nice fire breath line.
Now, yes, you are. Yes, you are. Calum, you can feel the group of them now walking into the room, and they move with precision and speed straight towards the Taejungi.
Okay.
3 of them are around the other side already. There are 2 that are charging towards you.
Okay.
Another stays near the door. Attacking at you.
My AC is currently 19.
Right.
Also, why haven't you called for help at this point?
So
He's all the way in a back row.
only one hits
I called.
of the 2 attacking at you.
Shield.
You're going to use your shield
So I
and
called-
raise it to 24. So you're able to fend them off.
Okay.
I did call Mittens out of said back room, though.
And all of a sudden, you just hear this.
And they take credence.
And a clang, 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 clang against the floor as you turn around and you see the blade there.
God damn it.
But Credence is not.
Yeah, we know.
Luckily, though, the blade is not taken.
I mean, just the guy who's, is the only one that can forge it.
Don't touch it
Well,
right now.
Yeah.
Mage hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my exact thought.
So, you get that. There are currently only 3 people in the room with you.
Well, I'm the one at the door.
There's the one at the door and 2 that attacked him. The other 3 are gone.
So you couldn't have. There's no way you could have like counterspelled.
I used shield.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
he used the
right,
shield.
Right.
So unfortunately, there's only one way out of the room, and in a minute, we might actually
I
have that
couldn't-
area secured.
I couldn't have detected them about to cast a teleportation spell and while I was being attacked and decided then on that.
If he's detect magic, he's going.
Yeah.
It is true, but it happens, like, do we want to talk about, like, a magic stack
Yeah.
when things happen?
Well, but like with my detect magic, I couldn't have felt them preparing to cast.
It also says exactly what school of magic is being used.
It's true.
Like-
It is very true.
Which that would have been conjuration.
Yeah.
Yes. True. If you want to, we can do
Alright.
we can do this.
Because I'm willing to take the hit to
Okay.
try and counterspell.
Okay. We can reverse it. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
You can throw a counter spell at this.
Now make a Constitution saving throw.
So is it level 3 or below? If so, just automatically.
It doesn't tell you whether it's level 3 or below.
No, but
detect.
casting counterspell
Automatically
Right.
If
cancels
it's 3 or below.
You
it's
have to.
automatic,
Yeah, I know, but
If
you.
not, I have to make the roll.
Yes, but you have to decide what level you're going to cast it at.
No.
My highest level is 3rd level.
Oh, you only have level
Yeah.
3. Sorry. Yeah. So no, you have to roll.
Okay. $14.
14. So that puts you at
No, my total is 14.
right. Your total is 14, meaning
A 4th level spell.
4th level spell. Yeah. It does not work.
Okay.
Credence still pops out, and you
Okay.
take a shot to the body.
It was worth a shot.
Yeah.
But that was pretty badass. So yeah, you take a shot to the body. It is 7 points of damage, and I need you to make a con save.
Okay.
I hope that's not a long range teleportation
And
spell.
I have it. I get to add my
know it's
intelligence
over level
modifier to
4,
them.
It's a long range
because
teleportation
Blade Song-
spell.
Crap, that doesn't matter for
15.
They really don't
15?
care about you, do
Yeah.
they? Like,
15. You are able to you just.
not
You can
in, like,
feel
these,
the
like,
hurt of it.
like,
I think you're able to
it's
kind of
not
just
turned
grit
up,
it
like,
out.
even
You
then, they
you
still
don't knock
are
out. You feel a
focusing
bit. You feel a little bit lightheaded,
No, but I
you're
can
okay.
sure cause hell with the secrets I know.
Okay, so that happens.
Ooh, do tell.
It is now Caleb's turn.
Okay. Well, Credence is gone. I have failed my mission.
Yeah.
There's 3 guys and they're grouped near me.
There are 3 guys grouped up near you. They're about 15 feet. There's 2 next to you and 1 about 15 feet away.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Green Flame Blade on the guy right in front of me.
Okay, you're gonna attack with the green flame blade.
Yep. So that is now That is a 22 to hit,
Yeah, it hits.
dealing... Oh, wait, one moment. Dealing 6 slashing damage and 11 fire damage to the guy in front of me, and then to the guy right next to him, it deals another 11 fire damage.
All right. They get hit. They both drop out of the invisibility that they had.
Mm-hmm.
You can see them. They are in just plain black cloaks with weapons in hand. Really finely crafted swords. It doesn't look like it did a ton to them. Like, they look like they aren't super hard, like heavily phased, but I mean, still did damage. You can see that they've been hurt.
Seriously, like, they just don't... Like, the freaking hit squad went after him!
Yeah.
Well,
Dragon.
Yes, it's a dragon! Like...
Okay.
Well, plus, while Shalia is a target, Credence is crafting a weapon that could... It's basically like... you have the option of killing
Fernando?
one person you dislike,
Yeah.
or capturing a nuclear bomb. Which do you do?
Destroying
reminds me,
the,
how
killing
did
the
they go
guy who's
about
making
that?
the Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh, I told them a long time what
I know.
Credence was making.
So yeah.
They just haven't acted on it yet.
Yeah.
Now they just did.
Yes, they did.
One's blocking the door, though. Not much room.
He's still invisible.
Okay.
I just have to be able to see through him.
Whose turn is it?
Fernando.
Alright.
13,
Just like, no one was talking.
I said it was his turn.
Yeah, just no one was talking, so.
13, 16, 18.
13, 16, 18.
Mhm.
16 and 18 both hit. So attacking this guy.
Yep.
And another one bites the dust.
Yeah.
Oh, that's much better. That is a 9 and a 3 plus
Oh crap! I had a really
18,
fun
so
line.
12 plus 18, 30?
Oh my gosh.
Is that? No.
12
Well,
and
so
18
yeah,
is
they were-
30.
Goodbye.
Gone. You
Oh,
just
darkness
rip
gone.
through him.
You
Yeah, at this point, yep,
Green is gone.
the place is clear. You can see, everyone can see.
Except we're just directly on the dragon because the guy cast it right there.
You can
He
see.
must be constantly shrouded in mystery.
Right. No, you can see everything at this point. The dragon looks so angry, and he's like turned with his neck around at
I
the
am
thing on its
watching
back.
with great interest.
barrel roll.
Yeah, at that point you watch it just it turns over and just back on the ground. You hear him just it gets up and then just rips it in pieces. That's gone.
Goodbye.
Yeah, that was
Now the dragon just flies up.
And breathes fire into the small cavity that Caleb's currently standing in.
It flies up. So it's got 40 feet up here.
Okay.
40 of them.
Alright, just take this, put it on top.
That'll work.
D&D, everyone. D&D.
Yay! I just don't have the nice little flying markers.
Yeah, it's alright. I can't see it anyways.
Yeah. All right. So they're there. And you just the deep rumble of him just. He looks very excited about this place and would probably like to take it.
Can you please get out of here first?
That happens.
Okay.
It is now Shalia's turn.
And all the bad guys are
Now all of these guys are dead.
I'm a
This is going on here, and you guys don't know what's going on.
No.
You are unconscious. Not 0 hit points unconscious, but unconscious nonetheless. Yeah.
And there's a red drop.
So,
That was just
Caleb hasn't said anything, but you
Nope.
still have a dragon in the room. What are you going to do?
It's just a dragon in the room.
Mittens? Alina, if you need to go, it's okay.
On my turn, I go and do.
In fact,
restoration
at this point,
What's his face in here?
you guys have cleared out everything except this you don't know about,
the dragon.
and the dragon.
Yeah. Let's not forget that.
We are going to break the game here at this point. We'll hold off, and we will come back to fight the dragon next week, and see how this all turns out. I will quickly take a picture, so I've got everyone in place. And to those of you guys who've been watching, thank you for being with us. I don't know if anyone found us on Twitch today other than David. So if they didn't, please tell your friends. Share this with everyone that you can. We're going to get this one up next week before the next game starts so that we can share. We put those videos up on YouTube under Studio Nathan, so you can watch them there, share them with your friends, put them on Facebook, whatever you want to do. You can meet us and talk to us on the Discord as well. But yeah, thank you. We just thank you guys for continuing sticking it out with us. The story is fun, and we want to share it, and we want to get people to come to us and share in the fun together. Other than that, we hope you guys have a wonderful night, and we'll see you again next week. Take care.
Good night.